Welcome to Just a Messages podcast. Of course, I'm Mike.
What's happening? It's Marcus.
And of course, I couldn't do this thing without my dog, Drew Money on the boards.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling great, man. How y'all doing? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Special shout out to my mother, y'all mothers, all the mothers that I know, man. Happy Mother's Day. How y'all niggas feeling, man?
I'm good. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. Shout out to all the moms out there, you know what I'm saying? Single moms in marriages, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Girlfriends,
even
fiancés.
even to the BMs, show y'all love, boy love too, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the mothers out there, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the MILFs.
That's it. Shout out all the mills. Hey, is Black Mills considered Mills too, or you say Black Mills in front of it?
Nah, just MILF.
Just Mills.
Yo, mom, we keep this shit.
That's an acronym for something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I like to fuck.
That's what that stands for?
Yeah.
I never knew what that shit stood for.
Yeah. That's why I say it don't matter. You're a mom, bro. You're a MILF. How it is.
Nah, but some of them, but I thought MILFs were supposed to be older. Like, you can't be like 21 and be a MILF.
No, hell no. Well, I'm assuming it's 35 and up?
Hey, man, I don't think it's that age if
that's like a cougar, ain't it?
That's definitely a cougar, Drew.
A cougar, like, okay, so I guess a MILF is just any girl who's a mom, and I guess,
that's what
cougar
a MILF is.
Yeah,
but
cougar's
people want to,
37
here we
and
go.
up.
Do we want to take this shit down a road that shouldn't be taken down? It's just keep it simple, man. You gotta do all that. We do not have to do all that.
You
simplifying shit, bro. Like,
I feel you. I thought it had an age limit on it.
Me too. That's what I thought. But when I broke down MILF and cougar, I'm like, all right, I get it now.
Madness, bro. But big up all the mothers, all the ladies out there, respectfully. Just bullshit. But yeah, man, big up everybody, man. How was everybody's week though?
Week was pretty good, man.
Week was good, man. Week was good.
Definitely. I felt like it went by fast too, as well.
Man, all this shit going by fast, man.
Oh yeah, June is next month, so
man, bro,
that's gonna be another fast ass month.
For birthdays, for sure.
Oh, hella birthdays! Hella birthdays at the end of May. Hella birthdays in June. December be having the most birthdays.
Yeah.
For me though, as far as people that I know.
Mine's is like July, a lot of October and November people.
Yeah. If your mom birthday in May, you hit 2 times.
Hell yeah.
Mother's Day and her birthday.
For sure.
See, my mom's birthday in January.
My mother's birthday's in May. So it's always back to back.
You got double up.
Hell yeah, because my mama's birthday on the 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's always a back to back for me, but it's all good. I love you, mom.
Y'all got plans for y'all mothers? Gifts, anything like that?
You pop up, man. Show some love.
Pop up. Okay. You ain't got to go into detail. I was just asking.
Yeah, that's about it, man. Just go cook a little something for her. That's all she really be wanting, man.
Oh, you about to put some fish on the grill, huh?
Nah. Maybe not fish today. I don't know. We never know. It's kind of one of those things. Once you go to the store, I just kind of walk around and figure out what I want or what I feel like. I mean, I never go in the store with the idea of what I'm about to leave with, other than like the essentials. You know what I mean? But as far as like throwing on the grill, I feel like it's like maybe a steak day. I don't know. It's been a while. But I wouldn't mind if the snapper's on sale, bro. I'm grabbing it.
For sure, you gotta get the snapper.
Like I know you.
Nigga love that damn snapper, boy.
Snapper is so fire. Bro.
That nigga love that damn snapper.
Snapper is bussin'.
Yep, I sure do.
Crazy.
So when me and my brother was younger, we used to do a lot of shit, like take my mom out to eat and buy shit. But as we get older, my mom don't even want that shit no more. Like Drew said, she just like pull up. We eating today, family is coming through, like my aunts and uncles and shit. So that's all we gonna do on Mother's Day is just chill out with the folks.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What do y'all think? What's y'all best memory of y'all mother? It could be some funny shit.
The best memory?
It could be anything. You ain't really gotta have no stipulation on it.
Oh man, it's so much, man.
Best memory. I don't know. I be tripping with my mom, so it's like every day I trip with her or off her. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of memories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a
So ain't
lot.
one that stand out.
Nah, I mean it's I think it's more of like I think I just enjoy making my mom happy. Like those are those feelings and excitement things. You know, just little things to just get her so happy. But she can run out too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then be expecting all this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? No.
Facts.
I'll switch it up though, but it would just come randomly. You don't have to be on a certain holiday. I'm gonna give her hell on these white people holidays though, because she'd be like, I was expecting this. And I say, that's your problem. You was expecting it. But I said, you got that shit. You got something Wednesday, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, it is what it is, man. There's always love.
Man, for me, it's just more like the moments I think of like my childhood. Like I remember one time I got lost at Kmart when I was little because my mom told me to stick beside her, and I wandered off into the toy section.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to call me over the intercom to come up to the front.
Definitely not had that happen to me
Came
before.
up
Many
to
a
the front.
times.
got
That was with my dad though.
Definitely got my ass whooped when I got back home. Like it be moments like that I like that like real stick out for me, dog. Shit like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of ass cuttings. I don't know
Yeah.
if the lesson stuck though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
No, the lesson stuck for me
I
after
got-
the ass cuttings.
Sometimes some of them did.
It was
some
just
of
some
them
new
didn't.
shit. It was just a new shit I was doing afterwards that warranted a new ass whooping.
Yeah, and you always just upgraded from.
You
the
just
ass
always
cutting.
upgraded. Always upgraded. I say for me, I remember one time I been shitting because I thought I was going to get this game from Blockbuster. So this is when you could actually start buying games from Blockbuster versus renting. And she surprised the fuck out of me. We was in the car and we drove by. She was like, yeah, well, maybe we'll get it another time or something like that. So I'm in the car. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Get in the house. And I can't remember. I did something. I think I left out my room, go to the bathroom or something. I came back in the room. The game was on my bed.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh,
That's fine.
oh wow, that shit was fine. And I didn't even see it because I think she had the Expedition at the time, so I think she had it in her front seat, and she must have lifted. I was looking. I think I remember I was looking for it the whole time. She must have been lifting it, and it was dark. It was night. It was nighttime too.
Yeah.
She must have had to lift the mid console up and put it in there.
Yeah. So,
So I wouldn't be able to see that shit. So yeah, that was good. But other than that, yeah, me and my mom, we be tripping. She's very caring. I can say about that. Like any little thing she asks me if I'm going to the doctor for, like I'm not. I don't gotta go to the doctor. I'm all right. So yeah, man. So
You know, my mom's like a typical mom. She just like worry a lot. She just be worrying and just be like, "Dog, just relax. Like, so just relax. Like, just relax, calm down. Like, just be worrying." But I understand what it's all for, so I ain't tripping. But it's just always making sure you appreciate your mother, man. Always
yeah,
make sure
facts.
have your
You
mother,
only get
man.
one.
You only get one, bruh.
You only get one.
Same thing
bro.
for your pops too, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You only get one of them as well. So.
Yeah. Once again, shout out to all the mothers on Mother's Day, man. Y'all have a great day. Speaking of, man, y'all had a chance to check out that Dear Mama doc yet?
No, I haven't checked it out yet. I see it, but I just ain't never clicked on it.
Yeah, I finished it. It's 5 episodes, but that shit is real good. That
Yeah,
shit is
alright.
you gonna enjoy it. It really highlights the dynamic between Tupac and his mom.
Mhm.
Of course, her being from the Black Panther movement.
Mhm.
Also, just how they basically they have a lot of similarities in how they care about their people, how they
Yeah.
move. Tupac, of course, is a little bit more of a loose cannon than his mom, but you really get somewhat of a background on her upbringing. Of course, you got the aunt. His father also appears on there.
Like his real father?
Yeah, his real father.
Okay.
Yeah, his real father is a lot. It's crazy because he looked just like his father, dog.
Oh wow.
It's all right here. It's all right here. It's
Yeah.
all right here. All right here. Like facial structure, everything. The eyes, you could pretty much tell like he get that from his mom.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, because there was rumors going around that people thought that his dad was dead, but no, he alive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, his dad is alive. It's basically a timeline. So basically, and they point out different times, different time frames within the whole story.
Yeah.
He got his aunt narrating it, and then the Hughes brothers did it. The
Okay.
Hughes brothers did it as well. I don't know if you remember him and the Hughes brothers had a falling out.
Yeah, I think he punched one of them or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
And one of his interviews that never really got released in full, the MTV interview, when he
Yeah.
was talking about like they highlight some of that in the documentary too. It was just shot well. It was shot very well. I mean, you could tell that they of course you got some of the raw footage, but like from like music video shootings and like behind the scenes shit, you could tell that it was upscaled.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it was real good, man. That nigga Pac, man, that nigga just, from a time where, of course, we talk about it all the time, 24 years old. Because you got to think, when he died, he was only 25 for like what?
6 months.
Not even.
Oh, 5 maybe.
Not even.
'Cause
So
he died in September, right?
his birthday was in June, so July, August, September, 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Matter of
tripping
fact,
about 6 months, I'm tripping.
Yeah. So he died like a few days before. It would have been like 3 months after his birthday. So
Yeah.
But that nigga from when the time he got out in, what was that, October 95
Yeah.
up until September, that nigga was
He was dumbing out.
dumbing out, bro. He
Yeah.
was working, literally all the time working. I mean, whether it be a countdown show, TV show, movie, music, like that shit about, he record a song in a day and all, that shit's real. Nigga did a whole album in 2 weeks.
God damn, dog.
Got Mike Tyson on there.
That's crazy. A whole album, and I'm assuming this was a double disc.
Yeah. Then you got to think Machiavelli was done too
Yeah.
before he died.
Mm-hmm.
That album was done. So he literally ran up 3 albums, what I would assume from 95 up until the time he died, September 96. Because he was in jail for most of 95. He got out October 95, and then he was just running. Like that 11-month run,
Yeah.
hell yeah. That nigga was killing
3
shit.
albums in 1 year.
3 albums, yeah, because that's a double, yeah.
Basically, 3 albums in 1 year. Bro.
High
That's
quality at that, too.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking about Tupac's catalog, as a matter of fact, and my favorite album is probably Me Against the World.
Yeah, that's
But
probably mine, too.
That's probably my favorite one. But I mean, I like all.
It's a toss-up between that and All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me tough because All Eyes on Me got all the classics. It got all the
Yeah.
classics, but Me Against the World to me just overall I like that shit more better.
Man, that shit's so fire, dog. That nigga just, his work ethic was literally unmatched for him to just go to movies and doing videos, and how he was like a perfectionist. Like he didn't like nothing left, no leaf unturned, basically.
Yeah.
Like he was going to record some shit, he need that shit mixed down perfectly, all that shit.
Yeah. But see, man, it's like, dog, for an artist like that, man, he knew something was going on for him to be recorded. I mean, I guess he knew the value of time.
Oh yeah, you hear it throughout the documentary when he's talking. He's like, dog, I don't have 2 weeks
Yeah.
to do da 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 da. No, this shit needs to get done today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this thing was always working, and I think that really just. Also, I think that's kind of what he was going through in his life, because Pac lived a hell of a life for only 25 years.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? His mother being part of the Black Panther movement, then his run-ins with the police.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because remember when he shot them cops, them off-duty cops in Atlanta, he got off on that. Then he had to rape he got sexual assault charge or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it was just a lot. It was a lot. I learned something new. I didn't know that he cut his hair bald because he had alopecia. I never knew that.
Oh damn, I didn't know.
I
that
thought
either.
he willingly did that. No, he cut his hair because he got alopecia.
Yeah. So damn. So he had to do that shit.
Yeah, so he been
Oh,
bald
wow.
since like his second album.
Yeah.
After
'Cause
matter of
Juice-
fact,
'cause you
after
was
that
considered-
beat down he got from the cops,
Yeah.
that's when he really cut his hair. So this
Okay.
was probably like around 92, 93.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. That nigga Pac was different, dog. Different. And his mindset was just, we say it all the time, he didn't really have the common mindset of somebody who was 21, 22, 23 years old. Like when he talked in front of a room, you could tell that he grasped everybody.
Yeah.
Like his voice projection, his tone. It was different. I mean, you know Pac when you hear him.
Yeah.
And just his voice was just gravitating. That's what I took away from the doc. So when y'all watch this shit, man, that shit is hard. I want to also say, when Mike Tyson was talking about Pac's personality, you could tell that Mike was really bothered by how he went out, because it was self-inflicted. He said that nigga was a loose cannon, bro. He would go around looking for fights and shit. So, you know how we say all the time, like, God had plans for 50 Cent because he got shot 9 times and he lived.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about that in comparison with Pac. Like when he got shot that first time he got shot 5 times, I think that was God was like, nah, dog, you gotta stay here because I got some plans for you. But I think that second time, that was all on him. It was like he couldn't get out his own way.
Yeah. It was like you said, it was self-inflicted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That one was pretty much self-inflicted. And I think, because we never know till we get to the other side. But I'm just saying, it's like, bruh, like, I can imagine what his life would have been like for them next 10 years. You get what I'm
He
saying?
would have been on a roll.
Because
man.
that's what I'm saying. So, because look what he was doing up until that time.
Yeah.
And I think just with his work ethic in line with God, I think God has something very special lined up for that nigga. How he said, but I think that second time, it's like, bro, what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying it in a jokingly manner. I'm just saying, like, when you look at certain, like, 50 Cent survived 9 shots. Look what he's doing now. You can't tell me that's not God.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But had 50 Cent probably got up in some more bullshit,
He probably would have got taken out again.
he probably would have got taken out again. But
Yeah.
after 50 never fumbled his opportunity after that.
Nah,
Never. He always got better. He didn't even caught up in no bullshit. Now, of course, we know 50 to be petty in terms of, and we
But
all know
he
you.
sti-
But he moves a certain way.
Yeah, he steered clear from all the major shit. All the
Exactly.
shit that could potentially either
Get him in
put
jail or kill
him. He got away from all of them.
Facts.
Majority of that. He escaped that. I mean,
Facts.
but shit, he had already played the game before, and he survived the game in a sense. So it's like, if I know how to survive the game already, I'm not gonna let this shit right here kind of knock me off where I'm at, because that shit was real with him and Jimmy Henchman. You know what I'm saying? With the dude who was with Yayo and he smacked Jimmy Henchman's son, and then they end up killing bruh, end up shooting up Tony Yayo mama house. So it was like
It's a
was
lot
some
of
shit
shit.
that could have potentially brought 50 back into that shit, but it didn't. It didn't go.
Yeah,
it,
and I
it didn't
could
go that way for him.
I could tell Pac's aunt was kind of bothered by that because even when they was talking about the fight that night at the casino,
Yeah,
she was like, how did we get here? Like, you're not a gang member. You see what I'm saying? Because, the story is that they spotted a dude who snatched a death row chain.
Yeah.
Who was allegedly a Crip.
Yeah, Orlando
Shit.
Anderson.
Yeah, Orlando Anderson.
Yeah.
And then once dog got the beat down, I mean, I guess they caught this man slip. They must have had eyes on him the whole time. They had to have eyes on him the whole time for them to pull up exactly where he was at the light, hit him 4 times, and that was it. Because what took him out was the lung shot.
Yeah.
That was the one, because I think he got hit in the arm, thigh, chest, and then the other one hit him in the lung, because they had to remove one of his lungs.
Damn.
They had to remove one of his lungs. Because you remember he was in the hospital for, 7 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the hospital for 7 days. So it's just unfortunate, man. And I just think that had Pac been like a little bit more chill on that front, he would still be here.
Yeah. But the nigga is so crazy because, like he said, after all these years, we still talking about this nigga. There's still
That's how
shit
much his
going,
impact. Yeah,
there's still shit going on about him. So there's always gonna be debates on who the greatest rapper is. But to me, the greatest impact is always gonna be Tupac.
It's always him.
Every rapper got a little bit of Tupac in them.
Eminem was on there. Eminem said he was like the first rapper to like make you cry because you related to him so much and what you was going through and all that. He said when he died, he walked off his job. He's like, he wasn't even care. He was washing dishes at a restaurant. He's like, man, I don't even care. You can fire me. Like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He walked off his job. So,
But a lot of niggas have felt that shit, man, when Pac died. A lot
even
of
with
niggas felt
Snoop,
that
like,
shit, yeah.
you could tell Snoop is still kind of bothered by how him and Pac relationship
How it
ended.
ended, yeah.
Because he said, it was kind of like how it was in the movie All Eyes on Me. Like, Shook told him, hey, your security can't roll.
Yeah.
So he was on a plane, and he said he slept with the knife and the fork in one hand, one in the other hand.
Yeah.
And he said, I asked him before we got on the plane, yo, you going to the Tyson fight? He ain't saying nothing. So then he said, when I landed, I asked him again. I said, yo, cuz, you going to the Tyson fight? He waved me off. Because he was shitting when Snoop had went on the radio. It was like, yeah, I ain't got no issue with
you
Puffy.
big-
I'll do
yeah.
a song with him. At the time, Hit 'Em Up had just came out 3 months ago.
Them niggas beefing heavy.
Yeah, them niggas beefing heavy. So with Snoop was like, And you could tell they even zoom in on that MTV Movie Awards interview when it's him and Pac.
Yeah.
And you could just see Snoop, like, for them to zoom in on Snoop's face and really highlight like how he looked, you could tell that he wasn't really agreeing with Pac was saying.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he was really just trying to be cool with it.
Yeah.
So Snoop was really bothered by, like, that was the last conversation we had.
Yeah,
Yup.
went out sour, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tyson, when you see Mike talk about it, Mike is really, because they was real friends.
Yeah, they was real friends.
But Mike would say, like, nah, he was like a loose cannon, like, for
Mm-hmm.
real. Like, he go looking for fights.
And nigga, like you said, niggas probably just, I guess, if everything that cultivated that happened to him with, you know, going to jail and just everything.
That's a lot of
going
built up
on,
tension.
That's just a lot of built up anger and, you know, emotions and shit like that. So he felt like, you know, anybody who had a problem, he was just trying to, because he was trying to step on shit. Like, you got to think from his music pre going to jail, his music after going to jail. His music after going to jail and coming out is strictly war ready music. You know what I'm saying? Just like war ready music, fucking, you know, conspiracy theory Pac music. Like, it's just a bunch of shit. Like, he just, you know, everything was just, you know, it was all about the mission, the militant, being on the attack of, you know, certain artists and, you know, certain niggas in the streets. And so he just was on he was just on a different kind of time. Like, his music pre going to jail, his music after going to jail. Yeah, I hear bits and pieces. There was songs that, you know, he was making like music, but man, that nigga was on some war ready shit. That nigga was on, like, you know, he was kind of on like some drill time. Like how niggas be on the drill shit. He was kind of on that kind of time, you know what I'm saying? And you saw where that happened. You saw where that kind of ended up. You know, the music was starting to reflect what was going on outside.
He had a lot of anger getting out of jail.
Yeah.
He had a lot of anger getting out of jail. And I think that was the 180, kind of like how you talk about from his music.
Yeah.
And you got to think, he felt like everybody was against him. He was locked up for some shit that he didn't do.
No.
And when he got out, you know, Suge is there.
Yeah.
Suge represent Death Row.
Yeah. The devil is there with his hand
You see what I'm
waiting.
saying?
Like, you know, come to
and
the
you
dark
got to think
side.
about, you know, what he was offering him at the time: freedom, opportunity to make music, stamp him, you know, front him cash so he could, you know, take care of his family. Like, he thought that they had a real great relationship. So it was, at the time, I can't be mad at him for the dynamic, but I would have loved to see him be alive so he could have just mended all of that shit.
Yeah.
Because they never got a chance to mend that shit.
And the fact that he was really about to be on some shit as far as like unification of people, because they said he was trying to get on the page of, like, you know, fucking with more niggas from the East, because you gotta think Outlawz is from New Jersey. And you know, Pac had a lot of New
Death
York.
Row East.
Yeah, Pac had a lot of New York ties as well. So
Mm-hmm.
it would have been real interesting to see what would have came about there, who he would have signed and certain stuff like that.
Yeah, his aunt, you could tell, like, their family got this type of demeanor. Like, they talk, like, they give it to you raw.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, their whole family is like that. Like, they give it, you got a cousin that's on there that's speaking. His aunt, of course, she pretty much talking mostly throughout the whole doc, but you could tell where he get his
The brashness. Yeah.
some of the personality from, all that shit. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a real good doc. The Hughes brothers did a real good job on that shit, and I'm actually surprised that they did it. But that just goes to show they're probably like, man, we off that shit. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
people
saying?
just,
Like,
at the end of the day, they're storytellers. They trying to tell us.
yeah, they storytellers, man. But I think that's one of the best docs I've seen of him, like, just individually, and for how they, you know, mix it in with his mom too.
Mm-hmm. My favorite one was Tupac Resurrection.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. There's so much of them shit, bro. You can go on Tubi and you can find like 15 Tupac documentaries,
Bro, there's a lot of fucking Tupac
Yeah,
documentaries,
bro.
but this one in particular, I think might be one of my favorites because, like, how it was shot, wise visually, it was shot great. You know, they'll have him rapping verses, but the beat is not playing.
Okay, it's just acapella.
It's basically like an acapella type shit.
Yeah, okay.
Or his voice would be more projected in the beat. Like,
Yeah.
it's shot tremendously, and they did a great job. And, you know, even when they talk about how when he got shot and how he still had to go to court, and you know, when he went and stayed, he was staying with Jasmine Guy at the time.
Yeah.
Between, like, he was going back and forth between her and, you know, going to court. They had a real close relationship. She's on the doc too. So, man, it just highlights it really gets in depth.
Yeah.
It really does get in depth. And for that nigga to be 21, 22 years old, dog, just be going through the shit that he was going through, man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight on somebody's shoulders, man. And you could just see it. Like, his influence still lives on 30 years later, almost 30 years later, post his death. You got to think, shit, his first album was 91. That's what, 32 years old now? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
32 years off the first album and still just influencing the world.
Still
influencing the culture. People still mention his name. People still, like I said, a bit of his DNA is in like every rapper.
Yeah, so I think he would have really ran it up 98 to 2000. I think that would have been like his peak years because he wasn't at his peak yet.
Nah,
I don't think he was at his peak yet.
He was
now
getting
for
there.
his timeline, you could say what his peak was.
Yeah.
But just as an artist, as an actor,
he had a long way to go, bro. Especially on the acting side, he had a long way to go because he was talking about how he used to write scripts and shit like that. So there's no telling what would have came.
I think he would have been on some Tyler Perry shit, bro.
He might have been on some Tyler Perry shit, but I could just see him being one of those guys. Like he would have been on like some Ice Cube level shit as far as
I can
acting,
see that.
rapping,
I can see that.
Producing films, making films. He would have been on.
You're definitely right. I could definitely see that.
Have his own entertainment, film company type shit. I could see that.
I think him and Biggie would have mended all that shit.
Yeah, that would have mended that shit. Or I mean, hey man, even if them boy couldn't coincide with each other, I'm pretty sure they would have coincided down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they didn't, shit. I mean,
I think by the time Pac hit about his 30s, that shit would have waned down. I think it would have waned down. Because he would have been 30 in what, 01? You got to think he was 24 at the time, 25. So he was still a young, loose, like he was a loose cannon. When you hear Mike Tyson talk about Pac, bro, you be like, damn, bro, like this nigga was really wilding. So I just feel like that first time, that's the shit that stood out to me personally, just looking about like how he died. Man, that first time he survived 5 shots was definitely God was like, nah, dog, like, you got a lot more shit to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you got a lot more to do. But the second time, it was like, you just couldn't get out. And I think for everybody, God has a plan for you, but I think you can fuck up your plan.
Yeah, you can definitely fuck your
I think
plan
you
up.
could, like, a God could have something lined up for you, but along the way, you dictate your actions.
You go out your way.
You go out your way, and you be like, damn, like, just hypothetically speaking, because you don't know, God can show you what he had lined up for you, and you be like, damn, that's what I had in store, but you couldn't get out your own way.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do. Like, that's why I always think the first, when I seen that shit, I was like, the first person I thought about was 50 Cent.
Yeah.
That's the first person I thought of, because I'm like, man, this nigga survived 9 shots, and look what he doing today.
Still thriving, still going. Like,
done impacted so many people's lives, like just employed hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Got people acting career off the ground, all type of shit. Who's to say that wouldn't have been the same thing for Pac? That probably would have been the exact same thing.
Probably.
When you look at the like 50 Cent's career, I'm not saying it compares to Pac, but I'm just saying you have a classic album.
Yeah, in that aspect.
Impactful in music, and then you transition into acting, directing, producing, all that shit. That's what Pac essentially wanted to do.
Pretty much. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
Never know,
But that shit dope, man. And the timeline is just so great because they talk about literally everything that he was doing leading up until September of '96. Like they talk either on Mother's Day '96 when he finally got to perform Dear Mama, because Death Row had a luncheon for all the mothers in around the city of LA.
Yeah.
And he's like, I never got to perform this song for my mom, so I'm gonna perform it today in front of her and the rest of y'all mamas. He was able to perform Dear Mama for Mother's Day on Mother's Day '96. Just his, but what you really gonna appreciate is just his how serious he took music, man. Like he was not bullshitting in the studio. Dre said when he played California Love, man, he said, all right, excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. He said, man, I played that beat. He said, all right, give me about 20 minutes. It's like, all right, I'm ready. Nigga hopped in the booth. I don't, man, that nigga was just spazzing, bro. He was ready to go. Like, so from the moment he got out of jail, that nigga was just on the run.
On the run.
On the run.
Yeah, on the run with it,
On the run. Like, this nigga literally was not playing, but it reflects in his music, though. it definitely reflects in his music, dog. So, hey man, shout out to Pot, shout out to the Hughes brothers for doing that doc, man. I mean, just reflecting. Honestly, over the last when I was listening to Pac a lot more over the weekend because of that doc, but All Eyes on Me, bro, that might be his best. I think that might be his best album.
I'm gonna go with Me Against the World. That's probably
that shit is real good too. But that right there, talk about Digital Underground, of course.
Yeah.
His starter with them. I'm surprised they didn't highlight Jada in this doc though. I am surprised at that. I am surprised they didn't speak on him and her relationship.
Definitely would have been. Should have had.
I'm surprised she actually didn't have like a little like a little interview on that shit, to be real.
Yeah.
Because Jasmine Guy was on there.
Okay, yeah. But Jasmine Guy don't really pop up as much as when they talk about Pac as Jada Pinkett do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I was just a little bit surprised that Jada wasn't on there, but that's definitely something that I'm gonna definitely watch again. It's 5 episodes.
For sure. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's on it's on
FX.
Hulu.
Oh, FX, well, Hulu.
Yeah.
FX Hulu, yeah.
Yeah. Them niggas been running it up as far as the docs too. Them niggas definitely been running it up as far as the docs.
Mm-hmm.
They got another one coming out soon. No, it's already out. The what's the producer that died? What's the dog name? Like 04. What's that nigga name? He affiliated with what's the dog name? Oh, Jay Dilla.
Yeah, I seen his one.
I ain't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one was really good. I saw that one. That was a really good documentary.
Is it like one full documentary or is it episodes?
It's an episode. It's like an hour long episode, but it covers the whole thing. It's not like a series. It's not like they break it down, like break the documentary down. It's just one big. It's just like an episode of a series.
Okay.
So like the Jay Dilla episode, and they describe basically just kind of how he came about, his contribution, to music, how he, basically was like he basically was like the creator of like neo soul, basically on some real shit. And he had he was working with Tribe Called Quest, and then they talk about his run with Slum Village. Then he was had an album about to come out, but they didn't drop the album because I guess they wasn't fucking with his creativity, and so he started going solo. I mean, he started going independent, and that's when he started just putting out a bunch of music, and then he ended up getting sick coming from overseas. Then he ended up passing away, but his music still lives on forever too. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend in his own right. So, but it was a dope episode.
Where you rank him at as far as producers?
Dilla probably like top 20.
Okay.
He's produced a lot of shit that y'all probably wouldn't know about as far as like on the R&B neo soul side. Like he produced a bunch of shit. He produced some fire shit for Common. He produced some fire shit for a lot of people. Like it was one track that he did for like Snoop Dogg in the Wash soundtrack that like a lot of people might not even know about. Like that was the beat that they used for it was a beat that they used for Slum Village that they turned around to use for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And Snoop Dogg was actually on the documentary. I don't think he talked about that, but because my girl, she put me on that song, and I was like, damn, that's the same song from the Slum Village beat. So he's definitely, to me, like top 20, top 25 producers of all time. He's done more shit than people probably wouldn't give him credit for that y'all probably wouldn't know about. So
okay. I definitely got to check that out. Out. So we finally got the JD and Diddy. Well,
man,
I still think it's
unconfirmed.
That shit
real, man. I don't think that shit.
I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but supposedly they're supposed to be finally doing the verses in September in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, it's in I thought it was in New York.
No, it's gonna be in Atlanta. It's gonna be in Atlanta. So
Puffy's
if it is official, we got to talk about it. So
Puffy is mighty cocky of him to think he could go to Atlanta and beat JD. If this is a real versus,
I mean, you never know, man.
He's a cocky son bitch. If he think he could come down to Atlanta and beat JD,
I don't know.
In Atlanta in a versus, he's a cocky son bitch.
Yeah, but Diddy music is world renowned.
But still, bruh.
Not saying JD's is not, but I mean,
Man.
anybody can lose. We seen in these verses,
I was just about to
anybody
say
could
that
lose.
shit. Anybody. It's
But
just how you
if
play
it's
that shit.
performance based, then you know Diddy's gonna put on a hell of a
Oh
show.
yeah, definitely.
Stop putting shit in categories, bro. You gotta just take it for its entirety. Cause we saw what happened with Omarion. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I
like,
did not see that coming.
see, like
I thought he was a hell of a performer.
He got smoked.
He got smoked.
he got smoked, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
And Mario's not really a dancer like that. That nigga just killed him vocally.
He just stage presence.
stage
man.
presence. Yeah.
so it's gonna be a good one. That's a good versus.
I ain't picking no winner.
Me either. I'm gonna appreciate the catalog.
But for the
Yeah.
for the content and for the pod, we gotta discuss it. Like, I mean, who do you if there was somebody to come out on top? I mean, who you think coming out on top?
Diddy's giving this nigga a long day, bro.
I mean, but dog,
I
he's
don't know.
giving him
JD got some
he's
shit.
Giving, like, bro, it depends because it's like once you get to like because he's gonna pull out his Biggie bag. You know what I'm saying?
That goes without saying.
That goes
Yeah.
without saying. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's gonna mix it up though.
He's gonna mix it up. But the other thing about Diddy is like, bruh, it's Diddy and the Hitmen. Like, it's not just Diddy. It's Diddy and the Hitmen.
It's a long day.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
a
it's the
long
whole
day.
production team, which I think is kind of like, to me, that's like, it's like,
A cheat code?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't really doing nothing like JD. JD produced all these songs by himself, bro.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's what they was
nobody else.
talking
It's-
about. I think that's what they was talking about on the live one time. It's like, I'm in the Writers Hall of Fame. I got this and that. Like, I really be. It's gonna be a tough battle, but
But if we just going strictly
Diddy
off the
did-
music, then you know Diddy got a hell of a playlist that he could to
a
run
hell of
through.
a playlist.
You know what I'm saying? He got a hell of a playlist to
He
run
can
through.
slow it up. He can go crazy. It's a lot of angles. This man
Hey, it's
really
20
can go.
rounds, man.
Facts.
All you gotta do is get 11. You gotta get 11 wins.
Yeah.
It
He
just
got
depen-
11 wins.
It
man.
depends how they
got
how they
11
play
wins,
it.
dog.
It depends how they play it though.
It depends how you play.
Because it's like it goes without saying, like, you know, JD is not gonna put on like he play a Biggie song. JD ain't gonna put on no fucking Bow Wow song. You know, he's smarter than that.
He could come back with some shit though.
I mean,
They might bring
he
out-
could come back with some shit, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. I'm just saying how he gonna play it. He's not gonna play it like, oh, you know, Puff throw out the Biggie song, he throw out the Bow Wow song. He's not gonna do that because there's no comparison.
JD got
He
Escape. He got Jagged Edge.
He gonna put, but he's gonna. I'm trying to tell you because, like he said, he got records in that realm that people don't discuss.
100%.
So-
Mariah Carey.
No, in that realm as far as like the rap world, because a lot of
yeah,
people
yeah,
look at
yeah.
him and just say, like I said, bro, you play a Biggie record, you just throw out money in a thing. You know, you got records.
Money Ain't a Thing is a banger.
You know, you got the you can.
But then see, if he play Money in the Thing, Diddy might come back on. He might come out with Feel So Good.
It's a
My
long
Mace.
day. It's a long day.
He don't really got to come back with a Biggie record. He could play that.
Yeah,
But I still think Money in the Thing could beat that.
Mhm.
It just depends, like you said. It all boils down to how you play these records.
Yeah, support out how you play the records, bro. But Diddy, see, but the thing was, so Diddy being such a cheat code is kind of like whatever he throw out could just kind of just stick. Like you play a Mariah Carey record, he just Mary J. Blige record, boom. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just you know, just
It's a
like that, you
long
just toss it,
day.
just toss
I'm
it in
telling
the-
you, man. It's a long day for both of them.
you know, just toss it in the air and it'll stick. But
Yeah, you can't underestimate JD. Diddy can't come into this shit cocky.
Nah,
he coming in cocky. He
He
trying
definitely
to
coming in there
battle
cocky.
this nigga on the road. You coming in cocky as shit, dog. You ain't trying to put no neutral site. He was like, nigga, we'll do shit in Atlanta, bro. You ain't trying to make it neutral nowhere. I figured maybe DC could be a neutral setting. You know, maybe somewhere like that.
You don't
I
have the
don't
whole
know.
A in that.
Diddy
bitch,
don't
so.
care.
Chicago, you know,
Yeah.
some shit like that. I don't know.
I don't think Diddy care about the setting. I don't think he
It's
care
the
about the
music, man.
because he might turn that shit into a Bad Boy concert. You never know.
It's-
Oh, he definitely gonna have some people come out too.
for sure. He might sit back on like. at
Y'all
a
think
desk or
JD
some
can get
shit.
Bow Wow to come?
He probably already sitting there waiting. Like
Because you know their relationship is kind of rocky now.
he's coming. He's not doing the shit without him. You know Bow Wow's doing a performance. You know this shit.
I don't know. They really holding like a grudge, but I mean, we'll see.
That's gonna be the.
I was gonna say the brat, but she pregnant. I mean, but she might
she
perform
gonna
pregnant.
come out there.
That's wild, bro. Don't do that.
You
Don't
know,
do that.
she just performed with her belly out. You know what
Nah,
I mean?
and
did
that
just
look
perform with her
yeah, and that
belly
look
out.
crazy. And that look crazy.
But why
She
people
had a
praise? Hold
fucking-
on,
she had a
hold on, hold
fucking
on, hold on,
shirt
hold
with
on.
the-
Why niggas are praising fucking Rihanna? Always got her belly out and not, you know.
Yeah, she did a great job
Hey,
with her
you know,
performance.
but hey, we gonna keep it political. But but we gonna keep it political. But
I'm crying. All right. I just want to know.
all right, man, we gonna keep it like that.
That's all I want to know.
I think
But-
it is. I don't know, man.
It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm gonna enjoy that one.
I don't know if I'm just trying to figure what's gonna be more played, R&B or rap records.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, I think they'll probably have a good mix.
Should they extend the rounds for this one?
Extended round, they probably will. You know, Diddy different. He's like,
Oh,
man,
they
let's
might-
go 30 rounds.
Or they might do like we
25.
We doing like 10
Diddy-
rap, 10 R&B, or some shit like that,
They need to go until they run out.
and then just go to the they greatest.
So is this gonna be on Versus? Like
I don't
on,
know if
that,
it's
on
gonna
the
be on
platform
Versus
or
or
what
no.
platform?
They
Okay.
just doing their own version of Versus.
Okay.
I don't know
okay.
how it's gonna get streamed. I don't know who broadcasting it. I think it's gonna be in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, if I'm not mistaken.
Should be.
Man, if BET is smart, they jump on that. I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah,
from
they
a-
should try to get that platform back up booming.
Yeah, if BET is smart, they jump on that.
Hit it with a spinner somehow.
They should have been headlining for Versus since the jump when it went to streaming, but especially TV wise,
Yeah, because MTV's out of here. Aren't they like shutting down MTV?
They stopped.
shutting down
They stopped,
MTV.
Yeah,
they
something
stopping
like that.
MTV News.
They stopping
News,
MTV
okay,
News.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
basically it is shut down. All they play is ridiculousness.
That's true.
They play that shit fucking 24
That should be
hours
on
a-
like at bars and shit, like
Word,
nonstop.
bro. That should be on nonstop, bro. Rob Dirt got them niggas in a complete 360.
God
bro.
damn,
That nigga
man.
eating over there, but that nigga is eating.
R.I.P. to countdown shows, man. That's all I got to say.
Word, man. RP to TRLs and the 106 in Parks. Man, those were. I mean, that's so crazy, bro. That was a big part of our childhoods growing up, and that shit is gone now, bro. Kids don't even know what it feels like to wait to want to get out of school and be like 6 o'clock, 106 in Park. Like,
That is a memory watching fucking BET after dark and my old lady walking in the room, bro. With a tip drill on. Like, yes, sir. I remember that.
You had to put that pillow by the door so that light.
what the pillow? Nigga, I ain't never heard of that
Yeah,
shit.
so that light wouldn't go through.
You just gotta hit them boy with the last button. Phoop.
Nigga, fuck them.
To hit them boy
Man,
with
fuck
that
'em,
last
man.
Hey,
one.
we here now, nigga.
That shit been on Cartoon Network last.
Fuck them.
Get up. But I mean, it is what it is.
Boy, put that black box on the chokehold after that, man. But it's always ways to code. It was codes to get around that shit, man. Crazy times.
Hey man, shout out to
Definitely
the Black
crazy
Box,
times.
man.
But I mean, JD and Diddy's gonna put on a show regardless. Somebody trying to walk away with a W though.
Yeah.
The way them two was talking, one of them trying to come with. I think JD wants the W more than anything because I think he feel a little bit more
yeah,
disrespected.
he feels slight.
Especially when Diddy was like, "I don't want you. I want Dre. I want Dre. I want Dre." It's like
That would have been good.
JD kind of taking like, damn, like, don't act like I don't do this shit neither now.
Bro,
Like,
and then
he
the thing
do.
is, bro, they're all
They all in the same
on the
class.
same class.
Yeah.
Why you trying to act like that nigga so much, Dr. Dre so much better? Like,
See, I see like JD about to be like DJing this shit and having like niggas really pulling up and like performing the shit, and like you're like, yo, I could just see it. I don't see him outside the damn DJ booth. Like I don't see that shit.
Word?
I don't see it.
Nah, he got to be outside DJ booth.
I see
bro.
him
He's-
spinning his own shit.
nah, he gonna perform. He's gonna
He's gonna
show
perform
up.
behind that damn booth. That's what he's gonna do.
I think another reason why JD might not get the full respect as far as like he gets it on the R&B side, but on the rap side
Mhm.
is because all of his acts were like quote unquote kids acts.
Got you.
So I don't think he's as far as producers. You know, when you think of big name producers, if you think of all producers, they all are associated with, you know, great acts as far as, you know, adult rappers. You know what I'm saying? Any producer, you know what I'm saying? The artists they're associated to also kind of, you know, gives them their status in their class as well.
Yeah.
And no offense to Lil Bow Wow's cool, but after 18, you know, that fades off. You know what I'm saying? So for him, his respect in the R&B world is always going to be there because Mariah Carey is Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying? These artists are wherever. Even though you have worked with good artists, you have not associated yourself with that one particular rap artist that people could would look at and be like, okay, this is a. Not saying people don't respect Bow Wow, but it's a difference, you know.
He got to perform at least 2 songs though.
Yeah, but I mean, he has to. But I mean, you got to think like JD in what early 2000s, bro was dumbing.
Yeah, I mean, he was killing it. Like, he was killing it. But all of his, as far as, like, on the rap end, it was more him just, like, producing for niggas.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not, like, actual.
You got White Tee.
Yeah.
All
Franchise
them,
Boys, yeah.
Franchise Boys, I think they like
Crime
me.
Mob, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
He was having, like, he was definitely doing that shit big around that era. You know what I'm saying? He had, you know, Nelly Grills, like. He had
Grills
records.
was a big fucking record.
You know what I'm saying?
Grills was a big record.
You know what I'm saying? But you just don't associate him with like you associate that was, like I said, that was a huge record. He had those records, you know, with these particular artists. But like I said, it wasn't that one established artist that really defined JD. No offense to, like I said, no offense to Bow Wow, but for the most part,
Yeah.
a lot of his records were for niggas who were already up there, established. He just working with his peers at this moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong because JD is a legend. I'm just saying that just might be the reason he doesn't get his full, you know, proper respect on the rap side of his production skills.
So he got a chip on the shoulder going into this shit.
Oh, he definitely got a chip. He's like I said, he's trying to come away with a victory, dog.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, feel like I said, he feels slighted.
He feels slighted.
Yeah.
And he should. That's just right.
Mm.
I can see when Marcus breaks it down that way. I can definitely see it because you know his ties really was under one umbrella for a very long time, and that was Bow Wow's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you kind of go low key. You associated with that artist, and that artist, you know, Bow Wow was a different, you know, he's a wild nigga, you know, and it's, you know, he's a wild nigga, so it's like you get associated with that, and that, not to say that, you know, it kind of not, you know, it's not holding up to the legacy of like, you know, oh, you know, Puff is with Big, Puff is, you know, like I said, Snoop is with Dre.
But being in Atlanta, you know, I don't know. I feel like he's not trying to lose at home, bro.
He's not. I don't think JD.
Oh, he's not trying to lose at home, but
trying to lose at home.
he can. And Diddy can lose.
Yeah,
that's very true.
And Diddy got a lot of strong ties in the air. You
That's
gotta
what I'm
think
saying.
about
His
it.
music
got
is
a lot of strong.
Because I
ties
mean,
in
when
there.
Juicy come on, it don't matter if you from the deepest parts of Atlanta, you rocking out the
rocking
Juicy.
for real.
Yeah.
I see Diddy sitting down letting crowd singing some of these songs.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like putting the mic to the crowd, like
And they going bar for bar. Like, nigga, I'm at your home, nigga. They singing my shit. Like, I can see the shit. You know
he
what
can't
I'm
let
saying?
it be debatable because if it's debatable, then Diddy win.
Facts.
but he's never gonna smoke Diddy though, so it's going.
Oh no! I'm not
So
saying
it's gonna
smoke,
be
but he can get him by
debatable.
2-3 songs though.
Even by 2 or 3 songs, but non-debatable is like you beat the nigga by like
10,
I'm saying non-debatable.
maybe
to me,
7 to 10.
7 to 10. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
7 to
saying?
10.
7 to 10.
7 to 10 songs.
Anything from that 5
And
to
down, you think it's
5,
debatable?
I think it could be debatable.
Okay. It's a lot of catalogs to go through, man.
It's a lot of catalogs, man.
Yeah. Shout out to these niggas' teams because they about to put in a lot of work. Like the piece
Hopefully
of
this shit is
together.
official
and,
though.
and they gotta have and whoever got the best DJ, whoever got the better DJ typically wins.
The rebuttals is really gonna be the one because they flip. Because they decide who go first, and then after 10, the other person goes. So your rebuttal game got to be strong now.
Yeah. That's where the DJ come into play.
Yeah. You gonna out the gate, you're gonna have to come with them haymakers, bro. Whoever going second, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to come out the gate ready to go.
Because even if you go out even if Diddy start out light, if you JD, you still gotta
Smack on the head,
you
yeah.
gotta smack him. bro.
Everything.
You still
This
gotta
shit,
smack him.
if it's 20, I mean the first 10 gonna have to be stupid, bro.
You gonna have to,
It's gonna have to make sense too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna have to make
It's
sense.
gonna
It's gonna have to
make
make sense.
It's not just fucking throwing shit at us.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to flow together. It's gonna have to piece together. Cause they ain't gonna move the crowd. They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
That's one thing we learned about verses is that it
Facts.
got to make sense and you got to have the performance on point.
100%.
You can't be fumbling your performance, man. Because after the Dipset and Locks verses, I was done picking winners.
Yeah.
That was it for me. I was cooked.
Cause them niggas got cooked. They was on stage whispering to
I
each
still
other.
felt like they played the better songs, but the performance trumped them. That's what it
Yeah.
was. The performance trumped them. But I was like, I get it.
That's the blueprint for JD though. You know what I'm saying?
The performance?
Yeah. I feel like for him, he's just gonna have to come ready.
So you don't think he can get him on the song tip? He gonna have to outperform him.
He's going to have all of the above. He's gonna have to pull it all out. Nigga might need to come down like Sting, nigga.
Yeah.
For real, dog. Like for real. Like it's really gonna be that big of a deal, and he should take it as a big deal because he's trying to get up under an umbrella. I mean, because he just dropped the album with Currency and shit.
Yeah,
And that shit's
So
dope.
yeah,
That shit
you know what I
pretty
mean.
good.
But who's really gonna be checking for shit like that? Respectfully, like if you're not following Currency or you're not following JD.
True.
Shit might not even hit your radar. You know what I mean? So, how are you going to get yourself from under an umbrella other than a performance like this, even for catalogs that niggas might not even know he had, hands on. You
Word,
know what
that's
I mean?
true. That's true.
So to really bring that spotlight and bring him broadly into the spotlight of where he's deserving as a legend, this is a big job for him to pull off.
Definitely gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah.
I wonder who Mariah will come out for.
Yeah, both.
JD.
You think so?
JD revived her career, bro. She was after all that glitter shit. She was in the fucking.
Yeah, Emancipation
her
of Mimi
sto-
was
her
huge.
Her stock was.
But see, Diddy got Honey though.
Yeah, he do. He got
Yeah.
Honey, but if you ask her which one was more important,
You think she'll say JD?
yes, that shit. That dog, her career was. That shit was having a little nosedive.
Yeah.
She link up with bruh. That shit.
Yeah, that 05 comeback was crazy. I can't
That
front.
shit was insane, bruh.
She had like 3 number ones off that album, bro.
Dog, I'm talking about what's that song? We Belong Together.
Yeah.
That shit was on every single radio.
Then the
station
other one,
for
like that.
year, bruh.
It's like that.
Yeah, that shit was on every radio station. Like,
I've had
dog,
a hell of a comeback for real.
had a hell of a
And I mean,
Mariah did have a hell of a
and
comeback.
it ran into her being a Christmas time legend. I mean,
Yeah.
she will always be making money Christmas
Shit,
time.
that song was out before. That song was out before Emancipation of Mimi, wasn't it? The Christmas song.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
But
what
I'm just saying. It kept everything just
Yeah,
still afloat.
it kept
you know
everything
what I mean?
afloat. Yeah.
I mean to balance the shit out with them haymakers that she dropped because them shit still
And it didn't sound outdated.
facts.
It didn't sound like she was trying to force a new sound. Emancipation of Mimi, that shit came out
Yo, my
banger.
My AAU coach used to bang that album, bro. My AAU coach, a fucking nigga who was in jail. You know what I'm saying? A real
It was a
street
good
nigga.
album. That's a
was
great
banging
album.
This fucking album, bro.
That's a great
you know
album.
What I'm saying? Like,
That's a great fucking album.
Yeah.
She really came back with a banger. So no, you right. She might say JD for real, but I would be surprised if That would be crazy for her to come out here and do, and then
But Diddy got somebody
DJ drop
waiting.
that and let Honey come on, because that's a banger too. And she gets to perform that.
You're gonna have to get the lady somehow out the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to
Oh
move
yeah,
the
yeah.
ladies.
Oh, the girl
So,
record's definitely coming out.
man, and they both got haymakers on the girl.
That's what
records
I'm
too,
saying.
man.
I need a girl that's definitely getting played.
Yeah,
So Usher performing for both of them.
they come out. Some
That's what we
skates.
saying.
They
Usher
come out some
performing for
skates.
JD and Diddy.
Madness, bro.
They might as
You
well
had-
make
if
that
you-
shit.
if
They
you
might as
had
well
to
make that
add-
shit
but
like
like I
a
said,
a
but like a
celebration,
celebration,
man.
But like I said,
Dog.
bruh. But like I said, bruh. If you had to ask Usher which one do you go out with, I guarantee he's gonna tell you JD.
Nah, I bet you say Diddy.
He's gonna say JD.
I don't know. Diddy put him on.
But that album right there put this nigga in a whole nother stratosphere.
No, you right. JD did a lot for a lot of niggas'
That's
careers.
what
I ain't gonna
I'm-
For
lie.
a whole
He did.
nother stratosphere.
did.
Yeah, Puff might be your dog on a certain level because he like you said, he grew up around the nigga since he was like very young, like 13 or some shit.
He lived with that
But
man.
as far as your career, as far as where you are right now, nigga,
Nah, you right. Cause
that album
My
helped
Way.
put you to that place, bruh.
My Way. He's also on My Way.
Mm-hmm.
So he got My Way. He go to Confessions.
saying,
And niggas outside this room ain't gonna remember shit like that until he brings the shit back out. You know what I mean? Or even have these niggas come and perform the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Usher would have to perform My Way with JD, bro.
Oh, for sure.
For sure,
It's-
definitely.
And that's like literally Usher's first big hit.
That's his first big hit for real, yeah. His first big hit, yeah.
He's gonna go you know what I'm saying? Like JD has revived some niggas' careers,
Kept them afloat.
kept them afloat, boosted them niggas. Like, bro, niggas owe that man, bro.
Well, hold on. What's bigger? You Make Me Wanna or My Way? I think they might be equal.
They very.
When I was a kid, not thinking back, I want to say it might be equal. You Make Me Wanna might have a slight edge.
I
Because both videos were fire.
Yeah.
My Way
You
video
got
was
to think
gas.
Tyrese was in that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Way video.
My Way video was gas, but You Make Me Wanna was fire too, though.
Yeah.
Everybody sings that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had to think of a song that you would catch a nigga singing, like, word for word, which one would it be? That's
It
what
probably You Make Me Wanna.
Make Me
That's what
Wanna.
I'm saying. So that's why I feel like that will have the slight edge. You would have to think in that aspect of how many people, even yourself, know, you know, how many lyrics to each song.
Shit. Then you got Nice and Slow.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Shit. If he
Nick-
telling Usher, I need about 2 or 3 songs in these rounds. You gonna have to pick.
And you have to bring them skates, nigga. Give a whole performance, bro. Like, yeah, do that shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill it, man. But it's gonna be exciting.
Who
to
has
watch that shit.
Diddy? Who has Diddy produced recently?
Recently, pretty much nobody really.
JD still doing shit.
Did he just came out with an album, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
An R&B album?
Who?
I heard that shit was pretty good. Did he?
The love shit.
I think so. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know about that one, man. Honestly.
Yeah, he might have. I thought he was doing one because I know. Matter of fact, he do got some new records because he had that new record with Bryson Tiller.
Oh yeah.
He do got new
yeah,
records.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
do
I
got
did
some
hear
new
that
records.
shit. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
I
don't.
didn't know
But I mean, I think JD produced the whole Ari Lennox album, didn't he? He had a big hand in it,
Let me
right?
see. He might have. I think he did. You talking about
See, JD working, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know, niggas got to give bro his just due.
Let me see. Because that album was real good, actually.
Mhm.
A Sex Location.
I think it was I think it might have been that one. I think he had.
Yeah,
a hand in
Jermaine
it.
did some work on there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, Jermaine
then I know he did some work on The Division.
He did Pressure.
Yeah.
That's a big record.
Mm-hmm.
That was the leader single off that album.
That nigga's definitely gonna be able to pull out some rabbits out of a hat.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's not going. You know, when that shit first came about and people was trying to cap on JD, I was like, man, them niggas really don't know, man. Cause being from the area that we come from, his records were on the radio.
Very true.
His records were on the radio. I remember hearing these records on the radio. I remember going to Mambo's hearing, "Oh, I Think They Like Me," the remix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Did he bring out Keisha Cole?
Oh, brother.
He definitely bring out Keisha for last night.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
That was a
song.
big song in
That was a
06.
big
Yeah.
song.
Off that album,
That
was that
press-
album? Press Play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that song. That definitely had Z93 jams on
Yeah.
and a chokehold.
That was a
Jesus
big
Christ.
record,
Yeah.
bro.
That shit had that shit in a chokehold, bro.
06? Damn, bro. That was 17 years ago. That shit wild, bro. That was a big record at that time.
Mhm.
Diddy definitely gonna have some features though. Total coming out.
Yeah. He got. I mean, Diddy
Total
got,
definitely
Diddy
coming
got
out,
a lot
too.
of features. Diddy got an ass of features now.
I
Bring
think
out
Mesa
the
come out.
band. You can bring out the band.
No. No. You got a better chance of Danny Kane coming, nigga.
You might have to pull them out.
Or Day 26.
Bring
The
them out.
band is not coming.
Nah, don't bring out Day 26. Don't do that.
Nah.
Don't bring out Danny Kane either. Don't do that.
Damn.
Man, I wish my nigga Shine was still on his shit, man. You know, I could have got a good Shine performance.
Man, Sean rapped a clean version to that shit at the damn anniversary. This nigga rapped the clean version of Bad Boys. I'm like, I get it, bro. But damn, bro.
I mean, he is like he is
Yeah,
like
he's a prime
He's
minister.
a prime
Yeah,
minister.
yeah,
This
so I
nigga
get
cannot be out there cursing, dog.
Bring it out, nigga.
Yeah.
we ain't forget, nigga.
He literally was not saying none of them words. He was substituting words that wasn't even curse words. That shit was crazy.
But white DJs can't blur it out. But I'ma chill out.
Yeah, man,
I'ma
that shit
chill out.
wild.
I'ma chill out.
He gonna bring out some people though.
Yeah.
Diddy definitely gonna bring out some people.
It's
though.
gonna be a good time, man.
Yeah, like y'all was saying earlier, it probably just needs to be a celebration, bro.
It should be.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you could get one, you know, you get Usher to perform. I Need a Girl, then he go do My Way or whatever the case may be. That should be raw.
But I ain't gonna lie.
But I think somebody trying to come away with a
so
W.
like Mike said, I think somebody's trying to. It's gonna be competitive. I don't think niggas gonna try to go and celebrate.
How many Biggie records you think Diddy playing? Over under 5?
Oh.
Over 5.
I'm gonna take the under, man.
I think I'm gonna take under too.
I think I'm gonna take the under. I don't think he just want to be
Alright.
known for the Diddy
gotta be
shit.
the number,
I mean,
though,
for the
'cause
Biggie
let me
shit.
name
If
the
it's
5
20,
records.
if it's only 20 songs, then I don't see him doing 5 Biggie songs. You know what I mean?
He's gonna bust out
Juicy.
Juicy. He's gonna bust out More Money, More Problems.
Facts.
He's gonna bust out One More Chance remix.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
probably gonna bust out.
That might be just it.
Nah, man, there's definitely some more in there, bro. He's gonna
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. You definitely could bust out Sky's the limit.
I
but
think he gotta
don't
cap
think
it out at
I
5,
don't
though.
think he gonna. Yeah, he's gonna top out at 5. I don't think he's gonna do Sky's the limit. I think he might do the Flavor in Your Ear remix.
Flavor in Your Ear. One More Chance. Juicy. And More Money, More Problems.
I just only see 3. I see 3. And that, out of all the songs that y'all name, any 3 can go to. Any of those songs can be any 3 of those.
Okay.
Yeah. Because his catalog's too big. It's really a big catalog.
More Money, More Problems can play because he got a verse on that. So
Facts.
he definitely doing that.
Facts.
And then I can see Flavor in Your Ear. I could definitely see Juicy.
That
Juicy definitely getting played.
One More Chance remix is definitely.
One More Chance remix. That's going to turn the venue up.
That's one of the.
I remember when the
greatest songs
DJs was
ever.
playing that before the Dipset Locks battle. That shit went up.
That shit still rings to this day,
That
bro.
shit
You
still
play
ring.
that song to this day, that shit'll still ring off, bro.
Facts.
They don't make music like that no more. Goddamn,
Nah, they really don't.
they really don't, bro. That's like you know how people talk about like the perfect song, like quintessential.
That's a perfect song.
That's like a perfect song.
I only see 3, man. He got a long list of songs to get through. Long list. He gonna
Yeah,
get
'cause
it.
I don't think he going over 5 Biggie records.
That's what
though.
I'm saying.
And
I
he
don't
gonna
see
space
it.
them out.
Yeah, he gonna definitely space him
He
out.
gonna space 'em out.
I think he'll think because you got to think, man. All About the Benjamins.
He might say that for last.
You know what I'm saying?
He might say that for last.
That's a.
It's a lot of songs.
And
man.
you gonna play that Biggie part. You gonna play that Biggie part.
I don't know, Marcus, man. I don't know. To do 5 songs of Biggie, that's kind of cheating.
No, not if it's 20 records.
That's a third of
But
your catalog though. That's a third of your catalog.
So
you're
15,
playing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's too much.
But I think if like Mike said, if you mix them up the right way, it might could slip 5 in there and people. The
I think he
songs
gotta
are
keep
so
it under
great.
5. I
Yeah,
think
he
he
gotta
gotta
keep it under 5 now.
Biggie
He gotta keep it
records.
under 5. But I think he could slip it in there and it'll still affect it to where it's not like, damn, this nigga played another Biggie record. It would be, smooth in with the rest of the mix.
And I said this earlier. It gotta be about the transitions and how the shit flows. If it makes sense, it just gotta make sense. It has to. But we'll see, man.
We'll see, man.
I don't know. I know one thing though. The ladies is definitely gonna be in that building that night, bro. If you could get a ticket to go in there, oh man, this is gonna be an oasis up in that motherfucker, dog.
It's definitely gonna be sick.
It's gonna be a lot of women in the building for that one. So both of them gonna have to come with the women records for sure.
Mhm.
I think when it comes to women records, JD might get the edge. He might. He got Jagged Edge to go. You think? You don't think so? I think Diddy. I don't know. It might be even.
I think
JD might get the
I
edge.
think JD, as far as I think JD. Okay, so all right. So when we break it down on the R&B side, you got because
Diddy can't play
Diddy-
Satisfy You, but that's a banger.
Diddy because
That's a
because Diddy got
I'm lying,
those
Drew?
R&B
Yeah,
songs.
nah,
Diddy
facts.
got a lot of the R&B songs that is gonna be like niggas and women rocking with. JD got a lot of the R&B songs that the women are just gonna be like singing. Diddy got more of the R&B songs that the niggas and the women rock with.
Let's Get Married. Keys to the Range. Where the Party At?
It's a lot.
Escape.
But again, if
Mariah-
they're only doing 20 songs, bro,
You gotta space it out.
You gotta
space it
man.
out. You gotta be an even balance up in that
Matter of
motherfucker.
fact, I take that back because JD do got a lot of songs that women and niggas rock with too on the R&B side. I take that back.
You might get the edge, but Diddy got some
Yeah.
shit too. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be good.
Because like
man.
Marcus said, he getting that Mary bag.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think I'm more excited for this than it would be if Dr.
Mary
Dre-
got to come out too, man. I
Yeah.
know Mary had said before she don't do no verses, but you got to come out for this one, Mary. You got to come out. You got to do Happy, Be Happy. You got to do a few of them records, man. Even if it's just one. Because I don't
Facts.
think Diddy would do more than 2 Mary records. I think he'll just do one.
Yeah, he'll probably do 2. He'll probably do 2 because
He bringing them out, man.
yeah.
He bringing them out.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see. So Rat Caviar had a list that they did. It was kind of different from a lot of other ones, and I've spoken on this before personally. They did a greatest hip hop beats of all time. and they did a top 10. Number 10 was Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On. Number 9 was Sicko Mode by Travis Scott. Number 8, Still Tipping, Mike Jones. 7, All About the Benjamins. 6, Power, Kanye West. 5, A Milli. Number 4, Who Shot You. Number 3, Grinding Clips. Number 2, Shook Ones. And number 1 is Still Dre. Now, I'm not mad at 60% of this, but there's no way A Milli and Sicko Mode should be on here.
No way.
Get Your Freak On is definitely not Missy Elliott's best beat.
No.
Me personally, I think Power should be higher.
Yeah.
What was number 1?
Still Dre.
I mean, I got no problem with that.
I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I got
don't
a
see that
problem. I
one.
mean, me personally, I wouldn't put that on there. But if a nigga, for the consensus of,
All About the Benjamin
critics,
should be top 5.
Yeah.
That beat rings out.
Yeah, it should be. Because to me, the top 5 beat is like when you hear that shit, it's like a instant, like, oh, type of moment. You know
Bro,
what
how
I'm
is
saying?
we gonna make it not even in the top 10?
Yeah, that's crazy.
To me, we gonna make it as the greatest rap beat ever. But for that not to even be in the top 10, that's Sicko Mode and the Milli should not be in no top 10. Bro.
Cream definitely should be on there.
Definitely.
Oh, I forgot
Definitely.
about Cream.
Definitely.
Yeah.
When I ain't hear that
Definitely.
shit, that's just I dubbed this list a dub.
Oh, yeah, you right. Cream definitely should be
I
on
forgot
there.
about Cream.
Cream like a top 10 hip-hop beat, but
Nigga,
Cream,
that shit drop, everybody's losing their mind.
yeah.
Like just the beat alone, bro.
Especially when that hook come on, it's over.
Yeah, we gonna make it should have been top 10.
Yeah.
Somebody told me Power's not even the best beat on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but I disagree.
What were they gonna say? So Paul?
Runaway. And I don't really like Runaway like that because of the solo. I don't like the solo. I don't like the solo on
It's
there,
cool.
man.
I fuck with Runaway. To
But
me,
to
Devil
me-
in the Red Dress to me that's my favorite beat on
I
that
think that's
album.
number 2. I think number 2 for me is Devil in a New Dress or
Devil in New Dress is a red.
or So Appalled.
Do they give a reason why these shit are on the list?
Nah, this is what they compiled. I didn't really get to
Okay,
listen or
okay.
deep dive. They posted the list. But I'm not putting Still Dre 1. I'm not putting Shook Ones up there. Grinding, I could put top 5.
Yeah.
Definitely. Up
But
there.
Amelia is so simple. Like Lil Wayne is 99% of that song. The beat is very simple. Sicko Mode, hell no.
They saying Sicko Mode because of the change up. in the
And
middle
when
and
seeing
shit like
Travis Scott on there above all these other
That's
songs,
not even his
that's-
biggest song. Is it his biggest song?
that. Yeah, that's his biggest song, I think.
To see that shit above
That
a
song is
lot of
vibing,
other beats, bruv, it kind of tells. It's kind of telltale of who created this list.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell they have some younger generational
Yeah.
influence.
Yeah,
I'm
but
glad
you-
Power was on there though, but you gotta have. I'll put Lucifer on there.
Yeah. That's as far as Hove beat. Man, the great man, Hove got.
I
some-
put that beat top 10. Period. But we gonna make it.
I put a.
Definitely should be top 10.
I like Allure over Lucifer as far as.
Nah, I think a
beat.
Lucifer is Kanye's top 5 beat.
You
Might
think
be
it-
top 3.
All fall down.
That's like okay, yeah. That was
The song, yeah, the beat. I don't know, Drew. I don't know.
If I had to go for Kanye beats, guess who's back with Kanye?
Oh, Scarface.
That's like one of the hardest beats ever.
I just think of like if a DJ just drops a beat right now. And
Just
there's
Blaze rock the mic.
No,
Top back.
Okay, see what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
lot
Top
of,
back should have been
it's
top
a
10.
lot of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Dog. Like there's no distinguish of what song it is.
Go
You see what I'm
crazy,
saying?
Young Jeezy.
Yeah, it's
That's
a lot
a-
of shit, bro. It's
That's
a
a
lot of
shit.
That's
shit.
the top.
But
15
but
beat.
2 on here should not be on here, and that's a million Sicko Mode. No, But Power definitely.
They ain't really put no energy in this list.
Power is an amazing beat, bro. That beat is amazing.
This must have been like a Google list compiled of Google research of an intern or some shit to put.
Still
this shit
tipping is
together.
crazy though.
That's-
I wasn't mad at that one.
I'm not. Nah, I can't hate off that. That's
Still tipping definitely should be up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still tipping was a moment.
That was a moment.
Mike Jones.
Yeah. man.
That shit. Come on, man.
That whole song just been. That whole song was because that shit was especially when shit was coming out at the time. Then when that song came out, it was anything that kind of goes against what's going on right now and it's good, automatically gonna stick.
Facts.
Like matter of fact, we speaking of beats, Paid in Full beat, Eric B. Rakim.
Yeah, I can see that being top 15.
I can only
A lot of them 80s beats, I wouldn't put personally in a top 10 because I feel like the sound really got its peak around 95 to 08. That
But
13-year period.
I'm putting that beat on there because when you immediately hear that beat, you automatically thinking of a master plan. Yeah. So you automatically going boom that shit. And then every time I hear that song, I'm always gonna think of Paid in Full, and I'm always gonna think of Paid in Full the movie.
Facts.
Because that was the
that beat is hard. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
If I had to put one of them beat from that decade up there, that'd probably be the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You right. I probably would. Because just by looking at this list, most of these beats are from early 2000s.
Yeah.
You got 90s in here. You got one from 2002, two post 2010, which is Sicko Mode and Kanye West Power.
But Grinding was such a simple beat, but it was just such a...
Oh, yeah, you know that.
So
Everybody...
distinguished.
Yeah.
Hey, man, school desk.
Yeah. It was never the same again.
School desk, yeah.
Ding.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
remember having a fucking Razor scooter and just going down the street singing that shit, fucking up the sidewalks.
I don't think Still Dre is Dre's best beat, though.
I don't think that should be number one.
I don't think that should be number one, though.
Nah. Respect. I mean,
I don't think it's number one either. But
yeah, I mean, I can see it later on down.
they got Shook One's number 2.
Man, International Players Anthem.
The beat? Nah.
The beat?
The song.
Dog,
the beat? I don't know about that. The
beat, dog. When you hear the beat, dog, you automatically gonna start rapping the song, bro.
You think so?
Project Pat?
Because that was the first. Project Pat was the first. I Choose You.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised Still Fly didn't crack top 10.
Right.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's a better beat than that. You right.
Still Fly.
Still Fly is a better beat than that. You right.
But International Players Anthem? Nah.
No, I'll give you that.
Pimp C should be on there. One of his shit.
If they did a 20, I know 2 off rip that gotta be on there. You gotta put So First So Clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
That beat.
Yeah, definitely.
And you gotta put
Yeah, how is that not on this list?
Yeah,
dog?
definitely. Yeah,
And
you gotta take
Sicko
a 10 though.
and
Yeah,
Sicko
you gotta
Mode's on
take
this
Sicko
shit,
Mode
though.
off there.
Yeah.
That's
You got-
nuts.
And a Millie, you gotta take a Millie off. They had a Millie 5.
That's nuts.
No,
no, that's not even like.
no, that's a simple beat.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a simple beat. Bro.
Take that shit maybe down to like past 15. Take both of
I don't
them
even
shit.
got a Millie top 25 beat.
Dog, that's
It's-
not,
it's-
that's
it's-
not-
it's
that's not
definitely
even the
25
best. That's not even the best beat on that album.
Nah, Let the Beat Builder's the best beat on that album.
Probably,
These
yeah.
niggas got Sicko Mode
Yeah,
on this
Let the
list.
Beat
It's
Build's the best
crazy.
beat on the album.
Let the Beat Builder's the best
Yeah.
beat on the album. But Sicko Mode is sick to be on there.
Dog, remember when? Dog, I remember when I first heard "Let the Beat Build." I ran that shit back like 3
Hey,
times.
Kanye killed that motherfucker.
Dog. That shit, bro. You just unlocked the memory when you said that shit. Like, dog, I remember listening to that shit.
It
back to
literally
back.
builds up.
Mhm.
That's like it literally builds up throughout that
Then
record.
when that shit dropped, that shit just. If you have some bass in your car, bro, that shit just start whamping.
I think you gotta have Top back on there. We gonna make it.
Yeah.
If I had to compile the top 10, it's gonna be We Gonna Make It, Lucifer. I keep Power on there. You gotta have. I say you put Paid in Full on there. I don't put Missy Elliott Get Your Freak on there,
No, I
but
wouldn't.
it's all debatable. at
That's
the end of the day.
another telltale of who's creating this list.
Missy got a better beat than that, bro.
Yeah, she got a better beat than that. Shit, them beats on her first
Oh
album.
shit. What's the one with the record with her and the Brat? That's better than Get Your
Oh,
Freak on
Sock
that
It To
beat.
Me.
Sock It To Me
Yeah,
is a better
Sock It
beat
To
than
Me,
Get Your
yeah.
Freak on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
that
shit,
beat
right.
better, bro.
Yeah, for
Shit,
sure.
even the Hot Boys beat.
Hot Boys might be, yeah. You
Dun,
can put,
dun. That shit been gas, bro. That shit been gas.
Sounds like we didn't create our own list. Fuck
Yeah.
Because this list ain't it, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit is
I
not
mean, I
it.
respect them for putting it together
Yeah.
because they always talk about top 10 rap songs and all this, or top 10 rap artists. So I give them credit for compiling the top 10, but you made this list and people could disagree with it. So yeah, I'm not rocking with that. But yeah, Hot Boys, that was a good one. I forgot about that one.
That beat was hard, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm putting Ice Cream Paint Job above Sicko Mode, dog. Like,
Oh, Ice Cream, yeah.
for real.
Shit,
yeah,
shit,
buddy. Roll it like a big,
big shit.
yeah.
Fucking-
As soon as that shit drop,
Wipe Me Down.
You wipe me down. Quiet Storm.
Swag Surf.
Quiet Storm.
Quiet
remix.
Storm. I think Quiet
remix.
Storm better than Shook Ones.
Yeah. The way Shook ones come. See, I think a lot. It's
You think so?
the way it come on.
The way it
that-
come on.
Damn. But I like Quiet Storm better though. But yeah, I like now that you say Ice Cream Paint Job, I might have to put that as like top 50 rap beats of all time.
Oh, it's
because,
definitely top
bruh,
50.
I went to this fucking HBU shit when I was in I want to say I was a senior in high school. I went to like this little HBCU show, bruh. I want to say it was in Columbia. When I mean These niggas was playing the fuck out of this song. No, and hey, every time somebody played the song, it's like the same reaction came about each time.
Yeah.
That shit, that song was
That
a
was
moment.
a time,
That was
man.
a moment.
I was in Colombia when that shit dropped
Yeah,
by
that was a
Benedict, bro.
moment.
And that shit definitely, like, I remember losing my mind a lot of times to that song, bro.
Yeah.
Like, niggas really been dumbing to
you
that shit.
gotta
That
have
beat was
top
fire.
back on.
But also, you gotta think, like,
I'm gonna keep saying that beat.
I think the easiest way to look at this shit is if a fucking band can do it. Like, if a HBCU band can kill this shit and have the whole crowd, that's kind of telltale
Oh,
for
we
me.
tripping. Back that ass up.
Oh,
like
for sure.
Manny Fresh. Like, why ain't no Manny Fresh beats?
Oh yeah. You think back that ass up better than top back though?
Yeah, because the top back is a Manny Fresh beat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Oh, I don't know.
But when that
I think the song is bigger, but the beat, I think top back beat is better than back that ass up beat.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of Manny Fresh beats that I think are better
It's
than
the chorus
those.
that carries back that ass up.
Yeah.
But the beat on top back,
that's true.
I like my beat down low,
Yeah.
down low. Then when that shit drop, it's like, oh my
Man,
god.
but you know what else? You know what else I think is a real hard beat that people don't really get a respect to? The fucking Get Your Roll On beat, bro.
Oh, for
Oh, with the,
Yeah, bro, the Get Your Roll On beat. bro.
you hear the
Like,
horns come on? that
Yes,
shit?
bro. The Get Your Roll On beat is such a
Shout out to Dante Culpepper, man. My dog used to always hit that shit every time he scored a touchdown. Get Your Roll On is one of his best beats.
That man,
yeah.
that beat
You
so
got
fire,
Nelly.
bro.
Nelly I gotta give Nelly some of them shit
The
too,
Country
bro.
Grammar beat.
Come
Yeah,
on now.
like-
See,
I like EI beat better.
all right.
Honestly.
I feel you,
Mama,
but I
yeah,
fuck with the
yeah. Okay.
But Country Grammar,
Uh-huh.
hot shit.
Yeah, when-
Yeah, you gotta put that up
Yeah,
there,
that-
bro.
that's like top 15. That's top.
That's top 15 for sure.
That's top
Yeah,
15.
you gotta
For
put
sure.
Country Grammar on there, bro.
For sure. Damn, boy.
See,
Yeah,
now I
fuck
gotta
this-
scroll. I gotta
Yeah.
scroll through.
Man,
my
fuck this list, dog.
Yeah.
Wow, this
That-
list is crazy.
That was, man, that Country Grammar beat been crazy, bro. That EI beat was cool. That EI beat was crazy. That even that Dan, if you weren't gonna sing it, even that beat was fly,
Oh, Ride
bro.
With Me.
Ride
Yeah,
with
yeah,
me. Even
yeah.
that beat was
But
fly,
fucking
bro.
T.I. This the Shorty Low. That shit was even
What's
a
up?
banger.
The They Know beat. The
Yeah,
They Know beat.
Yeah.
Oh, they know beat. Yeah, they know beat.
When you hear that, man, like you
That
said,
beat definitely is that song.
yeah.
They know, like when you hear that, bands killed that shit. We killed that shit in 07. We killed that shit.
bro.
Shout out to Stall. We killed that shit in 07, bro. They know beat definitely is top 10. I'm sorry.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
you got to put that top
Yeah.
10.
It's so many, man.
It's so many, though.
man.
It
It's so
is.
many, bro.
That's
Top
funny,
20,
though.
No Hands is going to be top 20, that beat.
No hands.
Yeah, I can see. that.
Listen to this track, bitch.
Yeah, I can see that. Even if we even want to go like that route, like you know what I'm
Holy
saying.
shit.
So Icy,
Right.
probably like So Icy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That's
You
that's
got photo shoot by Gucci, man.
when that shit.
That
come
beat, I don't know. I think the song more so carry that beat.
Boy,
Whoa,
that shit when that shit drop, nigga. All right.
that it's the combination of that and the opening line, like Tommy
Ah.
Lee and Pamela on fucking on the camera. Like when that's it all coincides together. But I feel you, Drew, because that's that when
Yeah,
that beat.
because
do
some
drop.
beats,
Hood classic.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Some beats
definitely.
really just like, that's why I say when All About the Benjamins come on.
it
Talk
does
about
something.
Benjamin.
It does something.
Yeah, so that honestly should have been top 5. But
Yeah. It's so
it's so
many that you.
it's a great
definitely coulda-
conversation. It's a great
You
conversation for
definitely
sure.
could have took out that a Millie Sicko mode
Yeah, you
and
gotta
Get Your
take
Freak
that out.
On. beat.
Get
You
Your
coulda-
Freak On, yeah. Because Hot Boys is better than
Yeah, that's a way better.
Get Your
beat
Freak
than
On.
that.
And that's not even like Missy's. No.
It's Telltale.
Yeah,
Intern created this list.
yeah.
She had a 2-day deadline. And
Yeah, we're
compiled
gonna
this
put some shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pharrell got some shit he could go to.
man.
You know what's an underrated beat? Southern Hospitality.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Southern Hospitality is an
Doom.
underrated fucking beat.
Doom.
The way that bass knocking on that shit.
Yeah, that's an underrated. That's an underrated beat.
I ain't got no Swiss beats in the top 15, bro.
What about
Damn.
Timberlake?
Let me
not
chill. Let
one?
me chill on Swiss.
Damn, not even
Nah,
Rough
it's-
Riders anthem.
Nah, I'm bugging. That's
What about
I'm
Whoa?
tripping.
Woe's definitely like a
Oh,
top.
yeah.
That's a classic beat.
That's a classic
That's a
beat.
classic beat. I don't know who did Woe, but
I don't know
shout out
who
to-
did Whoa, but yeah.
Because that shit has been murdered a lot of times, bro.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
that's
Swiss got some beats
when
up
that
there.
when that shit
Yeah.
drops, though, you know what I'm saying? You know what beat that is.
Yeah. Yeah, Woe is a
Yeah,
classic.
you could put Rough Riders Anthem top 15.
Of course, you could put Dipset anthem. Dun, 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 dun.
But Wu-Tang not being on this list is crazy to me.
I think I really mean it might be better. The beat.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. You know what else is an underrated beat?
Oh no, Swiss best beat. My bad, Marcus. Swiss best beat is Bring 'Em Out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring 'em
Yeah,
out, bring 'em
yeah,
out, bring 'em
yeah.
out. It's all. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got to put that up there.
Yeah,
because all the frat speak.
That's when the boy coming out.
That's when they coming out. So till this day, that beat still be ringing out.
Boy, you right. You right.
I'm seeing
about
it
that.
in my head right now.
I'm seeing it in my head right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this list is lazy. It's all about this list.
You got to think about the impact. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring 'Em
man.
Out definitely got to be up there. I heard
Yeah.
that was supposed to be Beanie record at first.
Where Beanie Siegel was that? Already?
Beanie Siegel supposed to have Bring 'Em Out, but T.I. did that shit more
Yeah,
justice.
he did. Yeah, he had to do it.
I don't see what kind. I don't think if Beanie. I don't think that was more so his style.
It don't go. It can only go so far with a Beanie Siegel besides T.I. And I love Beanie Siegel, but that record was going to stay on the mixtape circuit. That record was not going to break past the mixtape circuit onto the national mainstream.
Yeah. I mean, when
T.I.
you
did
talking
the
about
album
producers,
justice.
man, like it's so many great producers.
But yeah, man, that we all said bring them out and them fraternity, bruh. Yeah,
Swizzy.
yeah.
You know
What
what
a
beat ain't
time.
really
What shit? The I'm a Hustler beat?
Oh,
Would y'all put that in there or no?
Cassidy?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
why Cass can't make the list?
No, man. This nigga.
Mm-mm. That's a fire song though.
Okay.
I was a huge Cassidy fan back in 04.
Listen, Cass got a Woe beat, so we already said Woe. You know, so he got a song to Woe. So I'm here for it.
Cause Swiss best beat is it clears. I'm a hustler.
Yeah, bring them out is better, way better than I'm a Hustler.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, oh no. We speaking of T.I. beats. What you know about that?
oh yeah.
What you know about that?
Better than Top Back though.
Not better than Top Back.
Ain't better than Top Back. I don't know. But when what you know, come on though, that shit is.
It's a different feel.
But
It's a
hold on.
different
But that is
feel.
kind of like a simple beat though.
But it's a simple. Sometimes
It don't really got no.
But sometimes that be the. But that shit. But you, bruh, you been somewhere, bruh. You've been somewhere. Whether you've been, I don't. I mean, I know you don't go out like to the club like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah,
as
yeah.
far as like you've been to events or certain places, I don't care if you were at a con, whatever the case may be, and that song come on, and you just hear that. People are automatically just gonna start singing that shit as soon as the bass line drop, as soon as the shit drop, as soon as the beat drop, niggas gonna start singing that shit. It's kind of a simple, to me, sometimes the simple beats, they can hit you, and then because Shorty Low is like, they know it's kind of a simple beat. It's just bad,
Nah, yeah, you right. But that shit just.
That shit
I
hit.
get what you said. That shit ring off. Though.
That's what I'm
I ain't gonna hold
saying.
you.
That's what I feel like what you know ring off.
What you know does ring off. That's T.I.'s biggest song.
Yeah,
So yeah. What about In the Club?
Definitely.
that's definitely. But I hate that beat now though.
I don't hate that beat now.
I don't really like that beat now though.
There's some beats that age terribly though. Like what's the G-Unit record that was on they collab album?
Which one? 'Cause if you say that, hold on, what? Hold on.
That beat so ass.
I'll teach you how to stunt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That beat is so ass. That beat is ass in 2023, bro.
I mean, that was done on Fruity Loops, man. You know
Yeah,
that
the
shit,
first volume of Fruity Loops, bro. That shit been done on.
You know the Fruity Loop beats, man.
Yeah, that shit was.
That's funny as shit.
But I feel like sometimes I ain't gonna say Dre beats have like, you know, they to me sometimes I feel like Dr. Dre beats don't age all that well, like, cause those Eminem beats age horribly, like. I feel like
Y'all be
with
killing
Dre,
this man.
Dre in the Swiss category as far as like.
Nah, Drew. Some of them beats did age well, but some of them songs still a fire.
Yeah, I mean, but some of those beats were like for me like
Like Hi My Name Is. Like, come on, man.
that beat was ass.
That's definitely 1999.
Yes. Yeah, that's staying in 1999.
The real Slim Shady beat in 20. Imagine that beat in 2023.
That shit sounds so fucking whack, bro.
That was a
Like,
banger though.
It was a banger.
It was a banger, but that shit sounds so
It's a banger.
ass now. It's not like, you know, I was listening to well shit, that's another thing about with the Dr. Dre and shit like that. some beats he did, and some beats that could be a Daz Dillinger beat.
You know, it's a hard beat. Lay low.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Dre did that. Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
I don't know if he did that, but shit for me,
Doggy style. What's my name?
Yeah, that's
a
Dr.
hard
Dre.
beat.
Yeah, that's a hard beat.
My name is
Gin and Juice.
Yeah, I'll give Dre that. Shit, probably one of my favorite Snoop beats was off that song was Doggy Dog World.
Oh yeah.
Get Money.
How we forget about Get
How
Money?
we can forget about that?
Yeah,
That's one of the hardest beats ever.
that's
bro.
one of the hardest beats ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, you got to put
Crush on You beat.
That's a hard beat, but you got to put this. You got to put this top 10 for the beat and the song. The World Is Yours.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Just off that beat still be getting. I hear it in reels all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, who did that beat?
I want to say Q-Tip. Did Q-Tip do that? No,
Pete Rock. Pete Rock.
Yeah, Pete Rock.
Pete Rock did that
Yeah,
beat.
because Q-Tip did One Love. I'm tripping. Q-Tip did One Love.
That's how we gave like what 30 songs just now. At least. That's crazy.
That's crazy. You put a Nas beat in there because typically niggas be like Nas beat selection be whack.
It is.
No.
But on that album was pretty flawless.
Man,
I feel like every beat on distant relatives between with Nas and Damian Marley ride.
My homeboy put me on that album a long
Hey, you
time
ain't telling
ago.
a lie on that one, Drew.
Every single one of them
That's
shit.
just it's a different album, but that shit dope. My homeboy.
That's
put
one of
me
my
on that
that's
shit.
one of my favorite albums of
Yeah,
all time.
My homeboy put me on that shit.
That
Man,
yeah.
we speaking of beat shit, man. We speaking of best beats, man. I can't forget about Raw's beat selection, impeccable. He's got some of the greatest rap beats. Shout out my nigga Lex. Shout out to Lex. Lulu, Southside.
Cool and Dre.
Cool and Dre. They got some of the best. What's one of my favorite beats, bro? Fucking Brown Paper Bag, bro.
Brown paper.
That's one of my
beat cool.
That's one of my.
It's alright.
Maybe
It's alright.
maybe because of the song. I just like the
It's
song.
the song, yeah.
It's the song.
It ain't
Yeah,
the beat for
song.
me.
Okay, I got you.
It's
I
the
got
song.
you. I got you.
Cause some of them
It was a
songs was
time.
fire, but the beat ain't like I'm So Hood remix. That beat is cool, but
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Them beats was kind of whack. Didn't I think about it. That 06, 07, yeah.
Window.
It was a lot. It was some flame beats. But shit, Rick Ross beats on, I would say, Cigar Music. That's a great beat.
Maybach Music too.
Maybach Music too. Yeah, that's a great beat.
That's a great beat.
Y'all putting Meek up there?
As far as great beat. Hey, I'm a Boss was gas, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The
As far as
song,
beat,
it was more so the song
you
though.
don't think the beat was hard?
The beat is hard, but I think it's more so the song though.
Cause I remember,
Beat got some great beat selection.
Yeah,
Teflon Don had
impeccable.
amazing beats.
Impeccable beat selection, bro. That's what I'm saying. And it's so crazy. MC Hammer and fucking BMF damn near the same.
Almost the same beat. Almost yeah.
the same beat, but it's
Woo!
two classics.
When that was the first song he played in the verses, remember?
Mm-hmm.
BMF was I said, oh my God. Ross coming out the gates with BMF?
Yeah, that's an A1 beat, bro. That's an A1 beat.
Bruh, that shit fire, bruh. Let me think. This is such a great conversation, bruh. Like
Yeah.
you got
Cause it could go so many different between like the rappers and the artists. Like another person who I feel people slept on, my nigga Zaytoven. Like
they got some beats.
they got some classic beats. You feel me? So, but they might not be like fucking Make the Trap Say A like one of the hardest beats in rap music, bro. Like
You think so?
that beat was gas, bro. When Make the Trap Say A first came out, bro, that shit was a monumental moment, bro. I don't give a fuck what no niggas say. If you grew up in that era, that was a monumental moment when you first heard that beat, that song. That was a monumental moment.
Y'all know I'm putting Mr. Biggs up there.
Oh, take it as a trial?
Trial time.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's probably,
got to.
Yeah,
dog.
that's like a top. That's
you
like a
got to.
That's a top.
Well,
50
then
beat.
you gotta put Bad Boys up there.
I'm cool with that too.
Shine?
I'm cool with that.
When that beat come on,
Yeah.
you hear it's
But
like,
that's Barrington leeway. So that's like
Yeah.
Let's see. Damn, I just saw somebody. Oh, fuck. Who was it?
that bass be knocking on that
Yeah,
record.
they do.
That bass be knocking. I don't know who did that beat, but shout out to them.
Damn, I can't think right now. My bad. It was another person though. Fuck. Who was it? I don't know. I just had a brain fart. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll
It's an ass. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a
songs,
lot,
bro.
man. It's a lot.
It's a lot of songs.
Let's get it. Manny.
Man, yeah, let's get and then that's a great hip hop beat, bro.
Yeah.
That's a great rap beat.
It's a great. When that shit dropped 05, that shit was.
Breaking news. Ja Morant is suspended from all team activities after another viral video appears of him showing and holding a gun.
Well, they home now. What activities? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
That's breaking news, though.
Breaking news.
Oh wow.
Breaking news.
We'll talk about that later. But I mean, shout out to y'all for
Thank
putting
y'all
in
for-
the effort
yeah.
for compiling the list. I know it wasn't easy to do, but
Thank y'all for the conversation.
yeah,
Because that's-
if we, I feel like we could, it's all sport at the end of the day. It's a competition. It's all opinion based, but I think we could compile a
Man,
better top 10.
we really need to do like a top 50. It'd have to be a top 50.
Nah, that's too much, man.
Or maybe a top.
If they could compile
25?
25.
if they could
yeah.
compile, I mean, 'cause we just named over 50 just now. So I mean, if they could compile that shit list of 10, then definitely know we can roll out a 10 that's much better. That
Yeah.
makes more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because we actually did the fucking deep diving into the shit.
Man,
But to put fucking Sicko Mode and fucking Missy on that shit in that order,
Yeah, Sycamore was 9. Get your freak on was 10.
yeah, that's lazy as fuck.
Yeah, I'm surprised, man. We also Lil Jon beats, man. Like
I ain't gonna hold you. Some of them shit aged bad.
some of them
bruh.
shit aged bad, but a song like "Throw It Up" never aged bad, bro.
Throw it up,
That beat, that's
throw
one of
it
the
up.
hardest beats ever. "Throw It Up" by Lil Jon, one of the hardest beats ever.
All right, so yeah, this comment we'll definitely revisit this one day.
Yeah.
We'll definitely revisit this, man. So allegedly there was an altercation between Chris Brown and Usher at Chris Brown's birthday bash. I'm hearing this is all from what I've seen and heard. It kind of started. It looked like when they was at a skating ring or something like that,
Yeah.
and Tiana Taylor was there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I've known Tiana and Chris to have a long relationship, but it looked like it stemmed from that, and you could see Usher kind of following Chris Brown after that. But the story is that allegedly Chris Brown's entourage put the beats on Usher, but I don't think, I haven't seen anything that looked like Usher got the beats put on him. Usher, of course, sung Happy Birthday at his birthday party. That's young little brother, big brother type relationship. I'm not saying that you don't have arguments with your big brother, little brother, but there might have been some but there might have been some over exaggerating on exactly what probably took place. That's what I would say on that. But we do know that Chris Brown would be a loose cannon, and it don't take much for him to get off his rocker. So I don't know. I don't know. What's going. I haven't heard much from it since then. What's been going on?
CBD.
Tiana Taylor hasn't said anything, so I'm not sure. It might have not been nothing, but I know that was a topic that was going around. I really didn't believe that, they put the beats on that man, but if there was something, I could see it being something because, they have a relationship.
CBB
Bless you.
geeked up, man. CBB geeked up.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That nigga be
And shout out to
geeked
that
up.
man Dylan, man. You get some good money off that boy. Because Chris Brown be off his fucking rocket, man. These niggas just be fucking wilding. Y'all see that nigga dance moves the other day? Nigga was doing
He's
like
a real
fucking...
dancer.
Yeah, that nigga was doing some like Eddie dance move off of Tekken, bro.
Word.
Like, this nigga was really fucking
You
that
said
shit up.
Eddie.
Word, dog. Like, I'm like, boy, this nigga just spinning around, like doing some shit. I'm like, dog, ain't no way. He's like 37, 38 now, Chris Brown.
Nah, he probably like 34.
No, he's not that old,
He's
Drew.
probably like 34.
He's
30.
30, he's 34.
Yeah, like 34.
I can't
35.
keep up with these child stars, bro. I swear, these niggas been.
He was
they
born.
look
He was
old.
born 89.
Okay, so he's my age. All right, bet. So I mean, I can't do that shit. I'm not spinning around and doing flips and shit. So I'm gonna say I'm old, but I have a torn ACL. Roy, come on, I'm gonna fuck it up too. But that nigga, this nigga really was fucking that shit up, dog. But I mean, Chris really, it's a lot of times we see Chris Brown in the headlines of just in the negative light. And at this point, I just want to see this nigga do good. Like
That's my theme for
Yeah.
some of these niggas out here, man.
yeah, like every time you look at this shit, it's something Chris Brown related, and it's something that's not in a positive light.
Yeah.
So I hate to continue to hear this shit and see this shit, but I mean, the niggas, he's turning into like a, like when you start to lose like your melanin in your skin because you're on shit.
Yeah.
Like Chris Brown's starting to look like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he looks like he's on some shit, bro.
Man, my whole thing with Chris Brown is, bro, just stop making songs that all sound the same. That's all I want you to do, my niggas. Just stop making songs that sound the same.
Hey man, if it's still selling and the girls still love it, I guess he sees nothing wrong in it. But you know, that's who he's here to cater to.
But man, I don't think that shit happened, man. They might have had a little disagreement, but I don't think because I mean, Chris Brown got a lot of respect for Usher. I don't think he gonna
But
get
when you
Usher
off that sugar
jump.
booger, ain't no telling.
But even if he geeking, dog, I still don't think if he gonna geek out and be like, put the security, go get that nigga. I think if anything, if he geeked up people, he would put his hands on Usher.
Possibly. I mean, we've allegedly seen it with Rihanna. We just saw the marks and stuff like that. But you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Chris Brown. I think he would.
Chris has displayed fighting energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like I
He
feel
has
like he'll
displayed
later
that.
pause
That's
himself.
what I'm saying. I feel that's what I'm saying. He'll get geeked up. And, you know, if you've ever been around people who get geeked up and they be on coke, these niggas get loud and they start yelling and they start sweating profusely.
Yeah.
And then that's usually when a nigga put his hands on
But brothers have
somebody, bro.
different disagreements all the time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hopefully these guys can, continue. I mean, they're still working and doing the tour shit together, isn't it?
No, I think that's his own tour.
Okay, word.
Yeah, Usher been putting on shows. I know somebody who's actually going to his show in Vegas next month.
That's what's up.
He's doing that by himself.
Okay.
He just went out there for Chris's birthday.
That's what's up.
Celebrate
That's
with
what's
him.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think he got jumped, man. He went out for the man birthday. I
Man,
don't think he
we've
got jumped.
all been there, man. Fighting with our brothers off of a drunk night or a wild night. You know, shit happens, man.
It could have been something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you had dumbass arguments with your brother sometimes. This shit, I mean, the shit go down, shit get heated. It could be about nothing, honestly.
It probably ain't about shit.
Yeah, that shit ain't about
I don't
nothing.
think it's about nothing, man.
That
I don't
shit
think
ain't
it's
about
about
nothing. We'll
nothing,
see. If anything else comes from it, which I doubt, but it looked like it had stemmed from, because I did see Tiana Taylor in that video that TMZ had dropped. So it looked like they was having like a little argument, disagreement. I'm not saying what it could have been over. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see. But I just want to see more music. Nigga, that's the verses I want to see, actually. I don't want to see y'all fighting for real. I want to see a Usher Chris Brown versus. I don't feel like we'll ever get that, though.
Nah, we probably not gonna get that one, bro.
Especially with that platform down the way that it is. But
Nah, we ain't
It's
gonna get
just-
that. Nah, we
It's
ain't
just
gonna
non-existent right now.
Yeah,
Like,
they'd have to personally put that on themselves, like how Diddy and JD are doing. Nobody's gonna go and like, here's a bag. They're gonna do that. I mean, they could promote it to get the bag, but it's like you said, it's not gonna be like on some versus shit.
y'all see Young Jock crying on Instagram, bro?
I saw,
Y'all
but
saw
I didn't
that
click
shit?
on. I didn't click on that shit, bro.
That nigga was doing way too much.
I
He got a
can't
black
watch
and
it
white
like that.
video, crying, head going up and down, tears coming down his eyes with this long caption. I'm like,
Somebody tried to say he had cellulite on his nose. That nigga said that shit. The
that shit
comments,
is crazy.
Man. Nigga said he had cellulite
I still
on his
can't.
nose,
I still can't take nobody who records themselves crying and then post it seriously.
at all, bro.
That's like a real emotion, and in the time, I don't think a sane human being can record themselves crying like legit. I can't record if I'm dropping real tears, which I have. I never thought to pick up my phone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's some people's cry for help, though. And if you think about it, maybe that's some people's cry for
That's
help.
why I said sane.
No,
Just say-
it's the bug of the social media, man. You know, people
That too.
They put the shit on and want the sympathy and to feel. I mean, there's little things that people say like Valentine's Day, like another year by myself. Like you don't gotta post shit like that, but you're looking.
It's a day of love,
yeah,
man.
You're looking for sympathy. You're looking for somebody. Oh no, like no, it's okay, and stuff like that. Like you're looking for attention, and that's what it is. I mean, it's attention seeking, and it's. I mean, even in the shows that look at this nigga's last 10 years, bro, of like just what he's been doing. You know what I mean? It's just been the antics of the hair. It's been the antics of like loving hip hop.
yeah,
and all that shit.
he's definitely had sideshow vibes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to say that this isn't another stunt or whatever the fuck he trying to do, but also whenever you see somebody pick up a phone and they rattling in the shit, and then to put the shit in position, like you ain't even edit the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you pick the phone back up to turn the shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like cringy, dog. This shit is cringy as fuck. I can't take it serious because it's not sincere. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like just
yeah.
like Mike's saying, like I don't see it as being sincere. And it's not going to sway me or move me to even feel
Feel
like
em-
what
any,
you're,
any
any kind of
empathy.
empathy because
Yeah.
I'm cringing.
I'm
You know what I'm
cringing,
saying?
yeah.
It's crazy. I couldn't click on the shit.
I couldn't click on that shit neither, bro. I just automatically saw the black and white video with
Yeah, I
him.
scrolled
I'm
right
like,
past that
no,
shit.
no.
I just saw a hand on the face like this. I was like, nah, nigga, not today. Not today. But big up that nigga. I hope, he gets whatever help he needs. Because ultimately, I don't want to see no nigga lose, bro. But I'm not here for the bullshit. I'm just not. I can't.
That just seemed like some performative shit.
100%. I mean, even when he had the fucking perm and little whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this is stunts, bro. Like, what are you doing? Where's the dignity? It's none. It's a lack of it. It's crazy, bro.
Niggas gotta tighten up, man. Like it's just too much. Like Drew said, it's too much trying to get attention on the internet and all this other shit. I mean, it's a constant talking point, but no, Jock got to get that shit out of here, bro. I'm sorry, like no, niggas is not. I'm not running with that one, man. I'm sorry, I can't get with that.
You're getting the phone, you're placing it right there in front of you. You're sitting there, you're bawling your eyes out, you're bawling your tears out. Then
you go post it.
Then you immediately go and post it.
Then it's in black and white. Like you added to the. No.
You nigga.
This supposed to be raw and in a real moment of you crying.
Shit, you put a filter on that shit. You might as well put some music in the background for all that shit.
Yeah, make this a whole production, nigga.
For real. at this point.
Drop that beat, bitch.
Nigga, at this point.
Nah, but for real though, you might as well drop the beat on that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn this shit into something, man. Cause this ain't it. This ain't it. This isn't a good look. It's cringy. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe some people get swayed by shit like that. I don't.
Like I said, maybe I don't know. Like maybe I don't know if this people's call for help. I don't know. I just don't understand why, me crying on the internet and looking for sympathy. Like for the most part, you might get a couple of sympathy, but a lot of people are probably just gonna be in your comments, probably roasting your ass.
Yeah, I mean, get yourself together.
Yeah,
like
we
can read your body language. We can read if it's sincere, if it's fucking sincere. Like if you started your video and then you start crying or some shit, but out the gates, if you giving off that energy and that vibe of like depression or whatever the fuck you're trying to push on the people, I'm calm on shit like that. I don't feel like that shit's sincere. Now, if I'm having a regular conversation and I get emotional, then okay, yeah, I will feel some shit like that. But the antics of Young Jock and shit like that, it's just an ongoing thing for me.
Yeah,
and I'm
it definitely
cool on
is.
it
Definitely is just another check off the board for the sideshow. Because, Brad, like you said, from the hair to it's definitely all been some sideshow shit.
Just trying to stay relevant by any means necessary.
But I still fuck with Jock, you know what I'm saying? Jock, he's still I'm not going to downplay what he did in his musical career, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember the one thing with the one little interview with the girl, and she was asking him, like, what kind of hits do you have and shit like that. Like, I can't play the man on that. Like, the nigga got hits, but, yeah.
And I appreciate it, but it's, again,
sideshow shit.
10 years removed, what the fuck has he really given us?
It's a bunch of sideshow shit.
10 years ago was 2013.
A bunch of sideshow.
Yeah, he was on Love and Hip Hop then.
Mm-hmm. So we want to go even further back, like, nigga, you really haven't gave us nothing
17
but bullshit.
years.
Of bullshit. Yeah. Like, the antics, the goofy shit, like, I'm cool, bro. He ain't moving shit over here. Yeah. That don't move nothing, dog. Yeah. Like, sorry, brother. But, I mean, if you need to see a therapist, there's a lot of help out there. There's a lot of, if that's what the cry, I didn't check it out. So, I mean, this is only just the outside looking in. But that's the reason why I'm outside looking in.
But what do you say to people that be like, well, I have nobody to talk to?
There's a therapist.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go seek one.
Yeah.
You can go seek a
somebody.
therapist.
You go to church, bro. You go a lot of places.
Yeah.
Okay. You can go you can walk up to somebody, hey, you got time just to hear me out?
You can talk to a homeless person.
Yeah.
Y'all sick.
How we sick?
Talk to a homeless person, bro.
You can.
Them niggas not give a fuck about what you complaining about.
Contrary to popular belief, they have a lot of conversation, bro.
I'm pretty sure you could get a lot of stuff from a homeless person, a lot of game and jewels. But why in the fuck they care about to them is first world problems. Them niggas dealing with third world problems right now, bro.
But is it a problem because there was a video of a homeless man who was just chilling and there was a guy like, yeah, why are you on the sidewalk? Get off the sidewalk. He's like, what am I doing that's bothering you? Like, you're in your car, you're living life. If this is happiness for me, if this makes me happy by just doing absolutely nothing, this is my happiness. This is what I want to do. So just to say a homeless person, sometimes this shit is just by personal choice. They want to live a free life of not having control or wanting or being told anything. You know what I mean? But also, if you're in, if Jock clearly he's giving the vibe that he needs somebody to listen to him. He's not looking for whatever back. So a homeless person would be perfect because you just need the person to hear you out. You just need to release that. Now, if they want to say something back, that's up to you to sit there and stand there and listen to the shit. But if you just need to release an outlet to just say something instead of the fucking phone, because I'd much rather see you driving. Look at the man over there talking to the homeless. You know, I'll get a better speculation of your life of what you're trying to do versus you picking up this phone and boohoo crying after you just had a perm last week. You see what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. I just see it as bullshit, and I'm calm on it.
I feel you.
I much rather see Jock like talking to a homeless person, and I speculate something positive, like, oh, he's giving the man some game, or he's trying to help the man out, or listening to the man's story, versus this cringy shit, you know.
Hey,
I got no more burn for it.
Facts.
What y'all think about Janelle Monáe's recent rollout?
Hey man, she like it. I love it.
Bro, when I seen her voice, she lived I said, damn, Janelle, like this is a complete different.
Yeah, you know, if that's what that's how you want to rock. You know,
I mean, I ain't
rock
complaining.
out.
I haven't heard the album yet, so I don't know.
That's the girl showing the
I think
titties.
she got like a song that just dropped with that shit.
Is it a song or an album?
It's a song, probably an album coming, but I know there's a song attached to it. But hey,
Like,
man,
this
do you
rollout
think, bro?
has been crazy.
Hey,
She's
man.
showing the titties off.
All
Hey,
right,
man,
so yeah,
if
that
you
was
like
the
it, I
show
love
showing
it.
the
If you like it,
titties.
I love it, man. That's your rollout. That's your rollout. Fucking roll it out, shit.
That's crazy, bro.
So after seeing the titties, y'all downloading the album.
I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying, bro. Like,
I respect the rollout.
You know
That's
why?
what I'm
You
saying.
know
I
why
fuck
it's so
with the-
funny because the way she dresses. Like she's never been revealing like that.
She dressed like
So not everybody. First, what really caught my attention was a few weeks ago. She was like dancing on top of looked like a table or something like that, and she had on like this 2-piece type thing. I'm like, okay. Then this week I see her, singing or rap, whatever she was doing, and she lift up her shirt, showing the titties
Yeah, the
and all
girl's
that.
gone wild.
I'm like, what Janelle got going on?
them boys. Hey yo, remember that tweet? What the shit when the nigga was talking about when she was like she finally getting hit with the real thing instead of the plastic hammer. I was like, yo, this nigga's crippin', dog.
Nah, dog.
Not the plastic hammer.
So that thing got her going loose.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was
bro.
like, that's funny, bro. Niggas funny.
Big up Shorty, man.
Yeah, man, if you like it, I love it. Hey, man, I see people already got think pieces. Been hearing some speculation.
I don't want to hear. I don't give a fuck about no thing pieces.
If that's how she want to rock, go ahead, man. You've been dressing like the fucking penguin for fucking 10 years. Go ahead, do your thing, dog.
Jesus.
Yeah, that shit wild. Man. But hey,
Yeah, but she been wilding out.
I mean that video, the promo video she dropped was crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like the promo video she dropped was crazy. It's like I think it's for an album, a song called Pleasure. Let me see. She's The Age of Pleasure, Janelle Monáe, June 9th. So I think that's an album.
Yeah, it's probably an album.
Let me see. Hey, she, like I said, she
Hey,
like it. I
man, the
love
music might be fire, man. The music.
Yeah,
might
it's
be
an
fire.
album coming June 14th.
Yeah, music might be fire.
And her single release was Lipstick Lover.
Music might be fire, man.
Yeah, I mean, the album covers her in the pool, like swimming under some people, and her titties out, but they kind of blurred. The nipples are blurred.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I mean, I'd be interested to see what type of direction she going
Yeah, what
with her
type of
music.
she going with, yeah.
We'll see. But this is just an interesting rollout. I feel like if she went in another direction with this rollout, it wouldn't be eyes on her like there is now. Because that's kind of like, hey, she's never really stand it out as an artist. I'm not saying that's nothing wrong with that, but as far as a rollout, when has there ever been a time where we really paid attention to Janelle Monáe
An album, nah, I ain't really.
when it came for her dropping an album?
Nah. I
Like,
never
she
have.
really had got the attention on her now because of this shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. She's trying to pull that Sukiyana.
This nigga Drew crazy. I don't think she going that far. God damn.
Nigga, hold on. This fit right here is crazy.
Yeah, that's the video I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. This is crazy. Like, yeah. All right. If that's how you feeling, ma. Go crazy. I'm here for it, man. Maybe she rolling out of OnlyFans too. No?
Nah, she ain't
Nah,
doing
I don't
OnlyFans.
think
She ain't about that life.
OnlyFans supposed to be for the fans. You know, trying to see these titties $5.99 a month.
No, I don't
Paying
think.
$5.99 a month just to see some titties is crazy when it's free porn out
You
here.
you are so down bad.
Yeah,
If
you down bad.
You are desperate. You are deprived.
That's their fan.
You're deprived.
You're definitely deprived. I'm with Marcus on that one.
You're deprived, bro. Seek help immediately. Touch
They're
grass.
they're a fan.
Man, no. No.
I know you're in a relationship, so I'm not gonna ask you. Mike, if like a shorty that you're a fan of, like Bernice, has an OnlyFans, and they be like, boy, Bernice, busting it wide open, and that shit $50 a month, or let me not say 50, and that shit $10
That
a
nigga
month.
said 50.
Let me say $10. You got 10 to see her bust it wide open. $10.
What I might do is I'm gonna open it just to get the video, rip the
You
pictures.
still gotta pay. You still gotta pay the 10.
But he only gonna pay that one time.
one time.
But at the same time, though, it's the OnlyFans, so they update their shit. So you gonna come back another 6 months?
No,
pay
I'm
that
not.
10 B
No, I'm
and
not.
then do the same thing. and
No,
come
I'm not
back.
doing
But
that.
you're still a fan of this person. You see what I'm
I
saying?
just want to see the titties.
So you're gonna pay the 10.
Not
see what
monthly.
I'm saying?
Not monthly. That's the difference.
That's okay.
It's a difference.
You said the check went through. You know what I'm saying? You cash out. You paid the
I
fee.
mean, you talking about Bernice too? I mean, I might get
Alright.
to see them.
I'm with
Unless
you.
somebody can hit me with the, screenshot, whatever the case may be.
Somebody got to pay the
Just
fee.
gotta hit the Reddit streets, man. You'll find it.
Hey,
in
all
Reddit.
I know, them boys be some people pay people to make sure they clean up the streets of that shit. Dog.
Yeah, that is true. Now
Yeah.
wipe their whole shit off. You'll never.
I was
know.
listening to somehow this shit popped up on like Facebook or something. There was Allegra Cole, you know, the white woman with the fucking massive fucking titties and shit, and it's just like lopsided, and she
Yeah.
can't get the surgery or some shit because she might die from it or some shit. But
Yeah.
anyways, she was like, yeah, she pays multiple people to scrub every porn site, every site of all her content, like daily.
God damn.
Yeah, so that literally she's not missing a dime out there. Like everything's coming through one source, and that's
Yeah.
her OnlyFans.
So anything that gets like ripped,
Then
or
they
put on
already know.
different tube
Yeah.
sites, and they like
You got
fuck
24 hours. you better
that. I want it
screen
all-
record.
Yeah, I want it all gone.
Yeah. So, but I mean, people, you know, they'll pay the fee for that shit because that they take it serious. That's their job. That's their stream of income.
It's true. No, I don't think Janelle don't need no more OnlyFans, man. And then I'm seeing now girls saying they regret doing OnlyFans now and shit.
Cause they out there forever. That's
Yeah,
just what
I'm
it
seeing
is.
girls talking
You
about
out
they
there
should've-
forever.
Girls during the pandemic was going crazy off the OF. It was really trying to run it up off the OF. Then when the pandemic slowed down, you know, you stop getting those monthly subscriptions. You know, them boys start. You know, you start
It's
seeing
always it was a rollout for me. Like, yeah,
start
I'm gonna
getting
do
them
it,
canceled
y'all.
subscriptions.
Y'all been asking for it. No,
Yeah, that's what the fuck. Yeah, y'all been asking.
Nobody's
for it.
asking for it, nigga. Like, if you want to just be out here, just be out here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. It starts from the private Snapchats, and then
Yeah.
it went on. But okay, I see the play, man. I ain't mad at it.
I mean,
Wow.
if them girls want to have a change of living, I'm not against that. But I always say, man, if you know you're not built for a certain life, you got to think about the long-term
The
consequences.
long-term.
And a lot of people don't think about the long-term, whatever it may be. I ain't talking about just OnlyFans. It could be anything. You got to always think about when you go apply for a job, okay, is this going to be short-term or long-term? And if it's long-term, okay, let me really think about, it's no different signing a contract with anything, football, basketball, music. Okay, this contract says 3 years, 5 years, but the internet is forever.
That's facts.
So when you sign up for OnlyFans, bro, or you doing certain content,
Just gonna stay
it's
there.
never gonna go away. So you could change your life. I'm not against people changing their life, so I'll extend them grace in terms of that. But people are gonna get their jokes off.
Yeah, it's there.
People are gonna get their jokes off, bro, and it's there. Like, I don't really be caring that much about that OnlyFans shit. Them jokes be funny though. I
Yeah.
will admit that. Them
Yeah.
jokes be funny.
And
But
it's-
if them girls have a change of heart and they did it for a money grab and they want to change their life, they gotta understand. Okay, you still maybe get tripped off of this shit going forward.
Yeah, and this shit still can pop back up onto you at
At any time.
where you could be with it. You could think you left that life, found you a man, didn't tell about that whole shit. Next thing you know, bruh, that man just opened it here, man. One day you gone, that man looking through his phone, man, on one of them sites, your face right there. What the fuck are you gonna do?
The internet is forever, dog.
Yeah, that shit right there.
Yeah, I just saw recently like a well-known worker throughout the city, and they moved to another city and was talking about how like a dude walked up to her and just showed him the phone. Was like, yeah, here's $1,500. What's your Cash App? And like, I see you sitting here by yourself with the.
Did this happen in Charleston?
Yeah,
A nigga,
to a person. From
okay,
Charleston.
so the person is.
And I'm like, bro,
she's a worker from Charleston. And somebody from the city walked up to her.
In Houston, yes.
Oh, in Houston. Oh, so he was from Charleston too.
No.
He just.
But he don't know. Clearly, he must not know.
Yeah.
But he paid a fee of $15 allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just to even say that.
Wow.
Yeah. Brother, you in for it. But I mean, like, that's.
You got to take what comes with every decision that you make.
100%.
Point blank, period. And people have to learn that. The decisions you make have a reaction. This is the world. The world works off energy. Every action has a reaction. If a water goes down a waterfall and something's down there, it's going to get crushed by that water.
That's facts.
That's just what it is. An animal can... Oh, yeah, I need to go get that fish. Okay, are you willing to sacrifice yourself to go get that fish because of this waterfall that's coming down?
Or you jump in the water, you get the fish, and then you get ate by something else.
Yeah, exactly. Every action has a reaction, bro.
Sure.
Every action has a reaction, and people just have to understand that. Like I say, people outside the internet might not give a fuck about your OnlyFans because they don't know.
Facts.
But you on the internet, that shit stays forever. And every time you go to tweet something or you do something, be like, girl, shut up. You did OnlyFans. But that was 20 years ago. So what? But that's how some people think.
Yeah, people don't forget.
People don't forget shit. So be like, oh, how can I listen to you when you did this? And I agree. Some people are allowed to change their lives, bro. That's not what I'm saying. But some people, certain shit will be attached to you forever.
Yeah, certain shit you just can't shake off. Like, that shit gonna stand. That shit gonna stick with you.
Shit gonna stick with you, man. So, let's get into some NBA shit, man.
Yes, sir.
We got one more Game 7 today between Boston and Philly. 3 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to Drew Miami Heat for beating the Knicks in 6.
Yeah,
6,
sir.
right?
Yeah,
So they're waiting for either Philly or Boston.
Yeah.
Your Lakers beat the Warriors in 6. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Conference Finals versus Denver Nuggets. I was hella wrong about the Suns.
Man, that's the way the
I did not
Suns
see
went
that
out.
shit going like that.
They went
And
out.
Monty Williams got fired.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Damn. So
Yes, late last night, actually.
damn, because they went out. I mean, when you go outside 2 years in a row at home,
30-point blowouts.
something's got to change. Has got to happen some way.
I don't feel like he should have been a scapegoat, but it's always easy to get the coach first and the players.
Man, but I'll give it to you, Drew, man. I hate the way Jimmy Butler plays, but I'll give it to him, man. He got that team rolling. I did not know y'all had 9 undrafted players on y'all team.
That's crazy.
So for y'all to be in the conference finals, that's like a major. That's major. So I would give y'all. I know I shit on the Heat a lot because I hate the way they play. I still hate the way they play, but I would give y'all. I mean, I just hate the way y'all play. I just hate the way y'all play. But I will give it to Jimmy Butler. That nigga is balling.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog out there. Even though I hate his style of play as well, but he is a dog out there.
He's a dog.
So I'll give y'all that, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Now, if y'all beat the Celtics and y'all play us against the finals, then it's going to be different.
Wait. Who's to say the Celtics are going to win today?
Hey, honestly, though, I ain't just saying this because I'm a fan, but I think Philly wins today.
You think Philly wins today?
I think they win today, bro.
Hey, I was talking to my cousin.
Because it's been such an up and down series, but I think Philly has shown that they're more of the better team in this matchup. Like, they've won, like, okay, game 1, no Embiid, they win that. Game 2, okay, they get blown out because Celtics can't go down 0-2.
Yeah.
Game 3, Philly beats them. Game 4, game 3, Boston wins. Game 4, Philly wins. Game 5 in Boston was the one for me.
Yeah.
Like, Philly just beat their ass.
Yeah, they took it to them.
In Boston, Game 6, I feel like
I
think Philly choked that shit away.
Philly more lost that game because Tatum was dead in the water to the last 5 minutes.
And it was like 83-81, it seemed like, for 2 minutes. And I'm like, all right, Tatum going to hit one of these. When Tatum hit that first 3 to go up 84-83, I said, that's game.
Yeah.
because it was just a momentum shift.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think at the end of Game 6, I said Philly blew it. They blew their fucking chance. Like Boston is gonna drag them on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that today, bro.
I'm gonna be real, man. I was talking. Me and my cousin was having this conversation, and my cousin he brought up a good point. He was like, man, he's like, I'm a James Harden fan too, bro. But when has this man ever came through in a Game 7?
That is true too.
He was like, it's looking like one of those 15. He called this is the stat line my cousin called.
Okay,
15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 for 20 shooting.
that sounds about right.
That's exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened
That's
today.
exactly what he called for the nigga stat line for the day. He was like, Embiid gonna have to put up 35
But
plus.
for some reason, it looked like Philly has been a better team on the road in this playoffs.
Yeah, and I like Tyrese Maxey too, man. I think Tyrese Maxey get going. I think it's a different ball
It's
game.
gonna be a tough game for sure. Who y'all think gonna win?
Hey,
I
man.
still got my money on Boston, man. 7 at home. It's gonna be hard to fuck this game up. Like you just gotta come with some intensity, come with some passion. It's usually how it's been going. Is Jaylen Brown has been cooking early in the beginning, and Jason Tatum usually come on at the end. I'm gonna need Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to come on throughout the whole game. I'm gonna need y'all niggas even scoring balance throughout the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Set the tone off the top. Play aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like pressure. We're at home. Like you got the home crowd. Use it. So I think the Celtics. I think they probably get it in like maybe I think the Celtics might get an early lead, a big early lead. Philly a comeback, but I think Boston will eventually pull it out.
Okay, Drew, what you think?
There's an MVP out there. There's no reason why they lose this game.
Okay.
Embiid definitely got Game 6, second half. He was, but Game 5, Embiid was remarkable.
He was. That's what I'm saying. He
and then James has been great and then bad, then great. Then bad. Then great again. Then
If
bad.
we're going off of the great
The
bad,
trend?
then he's due for a great game. 'Cause
If we
game
going off the
6
trend,
if
yeah.
we're going off the trend. But if we go off of history, then we're due for a mediocre game.
Yeah, if we going off history.
Yeah, if we're going off history. But James, he gotta come through this
I don't
game.
know.
Bro.
I bet more in Embiid though today.
Yeah, the Embiid's gonna have to be the anchor. He's gonna have to carry it. He's gonna have to carry this game. That's why I said he's gonna have to at least get like 35 plus for them to have a chance. And then for the Celtics, for the Sixers gotta be prepared for the heavy first half blow. Because that first quarter, that second quarter, they're going to hit hard.
Here's the thing, though. I predict Boston to come out strong.
Mhm.
I just don't think Philly going to be fazed by it. I don't expect Philly to come out
You'll
leading
think
the game.
you'll think there'll be a good back and forth. Like, okay,
No,
they
I
throw the
think
punch, they
Boston-
throw the
I
punch.
think- I think Boston gets a quick 10-point lead to start the game.
Yeah, I can see that. And they're
I think
home.
Philly settles in.
And
Like Game 5, because Game 5, Philly started out 0-6.
Mhm.
And they won by 18, 19.
Yeah.
Like, they cut their ass in Boston. I think PJ Tucker is going to be player of the game. I'm not talking from a stat standpoint.
Just from just setting the tone, the hustle, to getting the extra points.
I think he's going to have a big hustle play in this game.
Okay, I can see that. Either way, I think it's going to be a close game though. I think it's going to be a close game.
I think Philly wins by 3 or 4.
So if they're winning by 3 or 4, it's typically the big play was made towards the end. They
Throws ice the game type
free
shit.
throws ice again. Okay, free throws ice again. Okay.
I don't think it'll be a Game 5 type shit.
Okay.
But because Game 6, Philly should have won that.
They definitely should have won that. And I don't know how they definitely should have won that, but it's
And
just
then,
Tatum's game
the
alive,
Philly
man.
shot terrible too that game.
But
But
Tatum,
for some reason, they played better on the road. I don't know. For James Harden to play like an MVP in this series and then play like a role player in this series,
it's
crazy.
It's crazy because
Tatum has been the same way. Like,
right, bro. Because Jaylen Brown has for the most part been the most consistent player on that team in this whole playoff series.
right, that shit is weird. And I fuck with Tatum, but Tatum has been bad.
Yeah,
in
let's
this
say like the
series.
games he's been bad. That nigga
been
been
bad.
stinking up the joint.
Sticking
bruh.
up the joint.
Word, bro. Like it's never it's the balance, man. It's like with Jaylen Brown, you get a good consistency of at least 20
Jalen has
points.
had some moments where he didn't show up in the second half either.
Yeah,
though,
in the
so.
second half, but I mean, what was it? Game 5? I think he only got
I
what?
mean, both of them was pretty bad. Game 5.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Game 5, he didn't get a lot of
I
touches.
mean, Philly dominated their ass, but
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Philly. Tobias Harris had 2 points. PJ Tucker had more points than him.
And with that Game 5 win,
Game 6,
Game 6. Oh shit.
that can't happen.
Nah, Tobias got to give you at least 12 to 15 if it's going to be some.
I think he needs 18 today for them to win.
You think he needs 18?
18.
I think you really could
He
get
starts.
off. I think you could really ride Embiid, Harden, and Maxey.
I agree, but Harris got to contribute at least 15 then.
Yeah, I give Harris at least 15. 15 for you, 15 is the minimum. For me, 15 is the maximum because I'm just
Because they starting 5 is Harden, Maxey, Harris, PJ, Embiid.
yeah. I'd say out of that 5, you know what you're gonna get from Embiid.
And Embiid got to go to the rack.
Yeah, no more shooting these fadeaway jumpers.
And the thing is, like, you got to demand the ball the last 3 minutes. He didn't touch the ball the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of that game 6. And I think that just boiled down to them pressing. Like, my nigga, it's 83-81 for like a minute now. Y'all better score.
yeah,
Then when Tatum hit the first 3, I said, that's it. But
he got cooked.
I don't know.
Man. He
I
got
could be
cooked.
wrong. It could be a blowout. It could be a blowout fashion by Boston or a close win by Philly.
I see it that way. Yeah, but hey, wouldn't surprise me if Philly just like put it on.
But
them,
in
bro.
close games, Boston don't win them close games like
Yeah.
that, bro.
Yeah, and
They
that's,
won one close game in this series, and that was game 6.
and the thing is for Game 6, it's like Philly still had chances.
Yeah, they had chances.
Even with Tatum going crazy, Philly still had chances.
Yeah, you're right. They were still within reach.
They were still within reach of the game. So yeah, you're right. It's going to be depending on if Boston can close out. And for Boston, they're going to have to close out within at least the first 5, because I feel like anytime
It's going to boil down to who role players going to be more dogs.
and if I'm going
Marcus Smart, PJ Tucker,
but the thing is with Boston,
Derek
Brogdon,
Brogdon
yeah.
versus Milton Niang.
But I mean, dog, I done seen Niang hit some big shots. I done seen DeAnthony Milton have some big,
He
play.
was terrible game 6 though.
Yeah, but I've also seen him play good defense.
DeAnthony Melton has been
Yeah.
playing some good defense. Yeah,
but
you're
I've
right.
also seen him play good defense. So, you got to take the good with the
I think it's
bad.
Embiid and Maxey today.
I think it's Embiid and Max. Yeah, Embiid and Maxey. They gotta be. They gotta be the ones, bro. They gotta be the ones.
Because
to kick it
if they
off.
do not win, it's done.
Do you think Doc Rivers goes if they win?
He ain't
If
gonna be.
they
No,
lose?
no, he should stay.
Yeah.
But I don't think James Harden. This is his opportunity to get to the final stage.
You think
'Cause-
if after this, if he don't win, well, I'm not. I'm saying his Philly situation. If his Philly situation don't pan out,
He needs to stay.
It's curtains.
He
bro.
needs to stay. But I don't think he wins a championship. I think this is his window right here.
Right here.
This year.
Damn. So if it ain't this year, it's done.
No, that's it.
Damn.
That's it.
I'm feeling like that with Chris.
Because I think
Paul,
this
too.
would be. Miami is tough because them niggas is dogs. But I think from a talent perspective, this would be their toughest opponent in the playoffs.
Yeah, from a talent perspective, yeah. Yeah.
Because I think if Philly and Boston play next round, Philly and Miami play next round, that's a 6-7 game series. I can
Yeah.
see it. Jimmy gonna give you 2.
Yeah, he
Off
don't-
the strength.
Yeah, and then but I feel like with if it goes to Philly and Miami, I think
Yeah, because they got home court.
Yeah,
right?
the Miami, the advantage is Philly got the home court, and also if Embiid is down and not really rolling, then you still got a guy like Max, you still got a guy like Harden. With Miami Heat, they did play well when Jimmy was not in the game, but they still lost.
And that's the thing with James. James has showed, bro. James has had arguably 2 of his best playoff career games and 2 of his worst
In one series.
in
bruh.
one series.
Yeah, one series. That's crazy, bro.
Like game 1,
And it was
Phenomenal.
a masterclass. Game 5?
game 4, masterclass.
Game 4, masterclass.
Game 5, he had almost a triple-double. That
Yeah.
was a good game. He
Yeah.
had 18, 10, and 9.
Yeah.
Good game. But game 6 and game 2,
Horrible.
well,
bruh.
shit, game 2 and game 3, he shot a combined 5 of 28.
See, the game 2, I could kind of understand because you left it all out on game 1. So I could kind of
Game 3 was ridiculous.
But game 3, nah, bro. Game
was
3 was
ridiculous.
you had to.
And then game 6, you didn't do enough scoring at all. Like, no.
Then it's with Embiid, it's like, bro, you gotta have that extra person to really be on his side, man, because you can't.
You see PJ, right?
You know what I'm saying?
PJ was in his ear like, bro, like, don't let Al Horford. I think he was saying like, bro, stop being a pussy.
Yeah, nigga, you let Al Horford. But at the same time, though, you gotta think, man, that nigga mobility is like, you gotta watch Embiid, bro. Every time this nigga fall, you like, oh shit, like, you feel me, with that knee. So you gotta, with him, I think for him to kind of stay healthy, still fresh, you're going to need that other person to step it up. Because when the fourth quarter come, bruh can't be gassed.
Facts.
You got to have him in the last 3 minutes so you can, nigga, we inside. We whether it's on the block, high post, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to have the stamina to go to the fourth quarter. That's why you need a James Harden and a Tyrese Maxey to help balance things out so he doesn't have to exert so much energy going into that fourth.
But he got to be dominant. Embiid has to be dominant.
He's got to be
He
dominant.
has to be dominant.
He's got to be
And
dominant.
he's capable. Like you seen in Game 5.
Yeah, he could.
Like
he got that. He's the MVP for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to show it today, though.
He got to show it today.
He got to have to show it today. This is what separates you.
Yeah. So let's talk about this all NBA shit. So all NBA first team we have Giannis, Luka, Embiid, SGA, Jason Tatum. Second team, we have Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, Joker, Donovan Mitchell. Third team, De'Aaron Fox, LeBron James, Damian Lillard, Julius Randle, DeMontis Sabonis.
All right, so I'm gonna let you go first. What's your so
Dame should not be third team.
You said Dame. Okay.
Dame should not be third team. First team having two niggas in there who was playing. One didn't make the playoffs is kind of wild to me. I think this is the first year out of all years that I can remember that all NBA was kind of like just sporadic. Okay. I feel like they didn't really go off of criteria. And my thing is, bro, you have to, I think what they have to start doing is forget the names. Go off stats, wins, stats and wins. What were your stats and where were you at in the standings?
Yeah. So who made first team that didn't make the playoffs?
Luka.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn.
SGA was playing.
Yeah.
He didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely should have been second team then if that's the case.
Because I don't have
but
Donovan.
So well, so
I think I would have been with Donovan Mitchell had he not tailed off a little bit the way that he did.
Yeah,
as far as momentum.
Yeah, towards the end, because he started off hot. He had the 75-point game.
After that, it kind of like went downhill a little bit. But
and you lost in the
I think he had a strong beginning of the season. That's why he was able to like still kind of get in. But this year, I think just based off, bro, Ja Morant was 26-9.
He's
2 seed.
He definitely deserved to be.
Forget the name. 26-9 as a 2 seed is all NBA. I don't care who it is.
In any other realm.
Yeah, regardless of his all court shit, because all NBA honors have not been withheld from people who had off court issues. Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, they still got their all NBA honors. I understand it was another commissioner at the time, but still, get that man on court. Ja Morant was all NBA this year.
Yeah.
Let me start off by saying that. So I'm taking Damian Lillard off that list.
Yeah.
And I'm putting Ja Morant first team, and you could probably insert somebody else. But even if you keep Dame there, but I'm putting Ja Morant first over SGA. I'm sorry. I have to. I know SGA was averaging 30 a game, but my nigga, you playing.
Yeah.
26-9. Trae Young can substitute. I'm taking Dame off for Trae Young. Trae made the playoffs. Yes. Trae made the playoffs averaging 27-9.
Okay.
Dame is lottery.
Yeah. I mean, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that because at the end of the day, you can say Trae did make it first round. Trae does have the numbers. His numbers aren't better than Dame, but he still got them favorable numbers along with the playoff. I went to the playoffs. And when we do these first teams, like
I'll send it to you right now.
Because
Drew, I'll send it to you too, so you can look at it.
When it comes to Jimmy Butler being first team,
no, he's second team.
He's second team. What's Jimmy Butler's stats like this year?
22.
He averaged 22 a game.
22 and think 6.
22 and 6. That doesn't scream all NBA second team to me, but his impact is felt. If we're
in the playoffs.
This
is a regular season award.
This is a regular season award, correct?
Yes.
So why in the fuck is he second team then?
Jimmy Butler should not be second team All NBA. I agree.
No, he should not. You could have took him off for a couple of niggas. No offense, because in the playoffs he's a dog. But but in the beginning, to be in All NBA selection, you had to been good throughout the whole season.
That was average for a wing.
That's
That's average for a wing.
I'm pretty sure if we look at the rosters of people now, this ain't like back in the days to the NBA. Average of 20 a game now, to me, ain't really like how big of a deal was back then.
I'm speaking specifically for a wing.
For a wing, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
for a wing,
ain't no superstar wings averaging 22.
No, they're
bro.
averaging at least 25
and up. A wing.
A wing,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, nigga, like.
You could have put, maybe it's off games played, but I mean, I don't think the game discrepancy was that big. You could have put Kawhi.
But to say, you could have put Kawhi, could have put PG maybe. Like, hey, I mean, they got Julius Randle third team. I mean, honestly, bro, LeBron being third team is disrespect.
Jimmy Butler's stats were 22.9, 5.9 rebounds, 5.3 assists on 64 games this season. So let me look at Kawhi Leonard's stats.
If that's the case, there's no way in hell LeBron is third team and Jimmy Butler second team, bro.
You put LeBron ahead of him, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Kawhi averaged 23.8, 6.5, 3.9 on 52 games this season. So the games played must have killed Kawhi.
Yeah.
Games played probably killed Kawhi. Let me see. Paul George.
I'm not even gonna knock Julius Randle. He sucks in the playoffs, but in the regular season, he do.
I'm putting that over AD. I'm sorry. I know y'all was tripping off that. Yeah, Paul George played 56 games, so I think that's what gave Jimmy the edge. But still, second team.
Second team, bro, off 22
I'm trying to think of somebody else who probably could have got that shit. But they
team,
probably had nobody else to pick. I don't know.
Man, they had to have.
But see, next year is gonna be the first year. It's gonna be positionless.
Okay.
So
it's just yeah.
You know, the two guards, wing, and then big men type shit. So, but nah. And Julius Randle over AD, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Randle played 77 games, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they had damn near equal stats. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put that. And I, AD's a Laker, but at the end of the day, availability is the thing, is the key. And Julius Randle was more available in the regular season. Now, if we're talking playoffs, that's a whole different story. Mm-hmm. But shit, man, how come Devin Booker didn't get no?
That's my thing, bro. Devin Booker didn't get no All NBA.
Devin Booker should have easily been over Jimmy Butler for All NBA second team, bro.
That's how I feel.
Like,
you could have gave that man second team, bro.
Yeah, you definitely.
Booker got hold.
Yeah, he got hold. He definitely could have gave him second team, bro.
Like, for him not to get second team is madness, bro. Like, that shit wild.
That shit is wild. But speaking of, since we're going off sports, so I want to talk about the people on the other end as far as the people who didn't advance. Where do you see the future for like the Golden State Warriors? Where do you see the future for like?
I think they run it up at least one more year because all of them I think have one more year left on their deal, or at least I think Steph got 3, Clay got 1, Dre got 1, Poole got 4 because his extension. I think they run it back another year, but I wouldn't be surprised if they move on from Clay and Dre.
Yeah,
Clay was horrendous. Yeah. Talk all that shit about I waited 12 years for this, my nigga. You averaged his scoring over the last 3 games was like 9, 10, and 8.
Sheesh.
Pathetic.
Yeah. Pathetic. And you can't use the excuse of injury because you just got one last year. So I don't know what he just played horrible. For the Warriors, I think for the Warriors and for the Suns, the next year is the absolute last year. I think if the Warriors don't shake nothing next year, the Suns don't shake nothing next year, everything's getting split up.
Suns definitely need a fucking bench. I tell you that.
They gave everything away.
I would have shipped off fucking Ayton and kept Bridges'
ass.
That's
what I'm saying. And the thing is,
that nigga there is pathetic.
The thing is, bruh, they had Ayton traded to the Pacers for Miles Turner, but the Suns went and fucking matched the offer.
They matched the offer, yeah. Miles Turner definitely would have been better than
he would have been a way better.
I mean, my God, you talking about just lack of effort?
Dog, Jokic was fucking.
I mean, I understand it's Joker, but my nigga, the effort.
Yeah, it wasn't there, bruh. Then he was out the last game. Like
even in the Clippers series, he didn't show really like no.
He didn't want to be there, bruh. I mean, he don't want to be there. Ayton don't really want to be there.
I say get rid of everybody except Booker, Durant, and just build around them niggas in all season, bro.
Because that whole Chris Paul shit.
Because you can have a dope roster around Booker and KD.
Yeah, but you have to, like you said, you have to give up the rest. But you gave up so much to get Kevin Durant.
Hey,
do
your job.
Ass. Yeah.
Do your job as a GM.
End up biting you in the ass.
I think Chris Paul is done.
I think he's done too. I think honestly,
he just can't withstand a whole season, bro.
Nah.
Something's gonna happen.
The wheels fall off always.
Yeah, it's always falling off, bro.
But with like I said, with the Suns, I just think they got like, as far as that KD, Booker, Chris Paul core, I think they only got one more year. I think they're giving them one more shot.
Agree.
After that shit, I think it's over with. Kevin Durant is gonna be 35 next year. By that season's end of next year, he'll be going on to 36. So then now you got an aging Kevin Durant. You still gonna have a fairly young Devin Booker, and then CP3 will be out the door if you let it run till next year. But only time will tell to see how that shit really work out in the long run. But I mean, there's a lot of young teams in the West. Memphis didn't have Brandon Clark or Steven Adams in their run this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'll run it back.
So they're going to run it back. I mean, we don't know about the whole Zion situation, but I'm assuming if he actually gets healthy, that's a big if. But if he actually does get healthy, New Orleans could be something. I think New Orleans still got draft picks too. So, shit, the Thunder. If they stay healthy and they got a bunch of draft picks and, Chet would be back next year, so, shit, even a young team like Houston, they was asked this year, but they got a brand new coach. More than likely, they'll probably get the number 1 pick if everything falls into play, and they'll get Victor. And then, they might, that might be a team for the future. So, the teams like the Warriors, and you still got the Sacramento Kings. So the teams like the Warriors, the teams like us, the Lakers, the teams like the Clippers, the teams like the Suns.
Damn.
They got one more because Joker is still pretty young. Jamal Murray's still young. They still got that team could probably run for a good
another 3
to 4 years. Us, Warriors, Suns, Clippers, man, this shit over with in next year.
Yeah, I think they need to move on from Kawhi though.
Yeah, I think Kawhi injury way more worse than it's ever been. I feel like ever since he won with the Raptors, it's kind of been like, all right, I did, I'm just playing right now because I'm really fucking hurt. That's why I keep doing these fucking That's why I keep getting these motherfucking, what's them shits called again? I'm tripping.
Knee injuries?
The knee injuries, and I'm getting the load management. Because I'm really fucking.
And the load management ain't guaranteeing nothing.
Yeah, because you still getting hurt.
Still getting hurt.
So they got to move on from them, man. They got to move on from them. They got to shake that shit up. Obviously, because I think they're moving into their new stadium. I mean, their new arena.
I think 2 years.
In the 2 years, so I know you're gonna want to come in with a fresh new start, a brand new,
I don't see Kawhi and PG headlining that though.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like them two just can't. It's unfortunate, but they just can't stay healthy.
But
2021 was their best year, and then Kawhi got hurt second round.
Mm-hmm. And then
20, you blew a 3-1 lead to Denver.
That was your best shot right there. That was the best shot, bro.
2022, Kawhi didn't play at all
because they might have could have beat us in that bubble. They might have could have beat us.
We still never got the Clippers-Lakers conference final. Never got it. Never will get it.
Never will get it, bro. We'll never get that.
Never got it.
We'll never get that.
Shit is crazy, but yeah. So I mean, we'll see how this shit play out, man. We'll definitely see. How you feel about your Lakers versus Denver?
Like I said on this podcast, if we play against Denver, I feel like we can beat them.
6.
We'll beat them in 6.
Okay.
We'll get them in 6. They are a great team, but I feel like for us, AD has got to be a fucking dog.
Can't be up and down this series.
You cannot be up and down. You cannot.
Not versus Joker.
Nah. And then the thing with Joker is like he kills you so many ways. So you're going to have to figure out, you're going to have to pick your poison with a lot of his shit. But, man, defensively, I'm going to need more defensively. For AD, he's got to have those 2015 games. It can't be a shortage of points and a greatness on defense. We're going to need you for both. Mm-hmm. We're going to need you to be great defensively, and we're going to need you to be great offensively. I'm going to be honest with you. I fuck with Jamal Murray, but I'm not worried about Jamal Murray like that because watching him play Jamal Murray can easily shoot you in a game, but Jamal Murray can also shoot you out of a game. So I'm not really too worried. And then, they got, and we have a solid bench as well. We, what I'm saying? We really did our thing with the shout out to Rob Pelinka, man, because we was dead in the water. As soon as the trade deadline hit, we made those crucial moves. We got Rui, we got D'Lo, we got Vanderbilt, who I think is the MVP of the fucking he's our most, as far as like one of the guys as far as defensively, he's probably like our most best defensive player. So we made those great moves, and them shits have paid out well for us. We just got to see what we do against Denver, but I'm thinking we're going to get Denver in 6 because we got LeBron. We have AD. Our 2 superstars are better than their 2 superstars. So it's just really about us being healthy, us playing our game, and making sure that, Joker's going to have one of those nights where he get those triple-doubles, but we can't let Michael Porter Jr. get off for 25. We can't let Aaron Gordon get off for 20. We can't let Bruce Bowen come off the bench and hit us with 20. But I think we get him in 6, man. We get him in 6, bro.
That's what's up.
Get them boys in 6, man. Then we going to the finals. Who would have thunk it?
Yep. It's going to be, I don't know who I'm picking in the Western Conference Finals. I think I'm going to just watch. I think I'm gonna just watch. I'm not gonna pick a winner of Denver and LA. I think I'm gonna just watch that one. But East, I don't know. That one too. I don't know because I think after the way Jimmy Butler left last year's ECF, he might be looking for blood, especially if he gets Boston. If he gets Boston again, I can see them losing to Miami this year. I can see it happening this year for sure because they had him on the ropes last year. Philly, I think the tougher matchup for Miami is Philly.
Yeah, because
I think they can beat Boston pretty. I think
they could
fuck around and beat them in 5.
Yeah, they can beat Boston in 5. They can beat Boston just because off the fact of the intensity of the defense that they'll bring to Boston and how that'll shake them boy up. But when it comes down to Philly, I think Joel Embiid is just such an inside power. Like Bam off the rip is gonna get them 2 quick fouls. Like, he's to the bench early. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Miami don't really got a real inside presence like that now. It's really just been Jimmy in outside shooting. Gabe Vincent knocking some shit down. Max Strus knocking some shit down.
Kevin Love been showing up.
Yeah, Kevin Love. Caleb Martin, you know what I'm saying, has been pretty solid.
As long as if they're able to penetrate the lane and just get it to shooters, Miami's in the game.
Yeah, they're in the game now because they surrounded Jimmy with the shooters. So, but I think Philly would just be a tough task because of Joel, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely see though. So. I don't know, Drew. Who do you want to face? So you don't care.
Like
don't matter to me.
Okay.
I feel like we don't have nothing for Embiid. Like we just really have to get the nigga in foul trouble. Kevin Love will have to step up a lot against Embiid. But I'd rather see another. I want to see Boston. Honestly, I mean,
you want payback for last year.
I want blood. So you know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and get that. Get these niggas out of the way. But I really, I don't want that debate on Doc Rivers. I don't want the debate on if Joel should have been MVP because Joker, has made it on to the next round. Yeah. I don't want that debate on him. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's going to happen if they lose. That's just what it is. But I mean, deserving of an MVP. It's about time for the man to have an MVP. Yeah. It's just fucking.
Joel Embiid has never beat Boston, and he's never been to a conference final.
Yeah. So, MVP of the league, though.
But this is his game right here.
Yeah. This is where you got to show up, man. You got to have a big day.
You think they'll win, or you got Boston winning?
I'm not going against fucking the MVP, bro. I ain't going to hold you.
Okay.
I got something just telling me the Sixers going to win. I want to face Boston, but I got a feeling Sixers going to pull this shit out.
I got that feeling, too. I don't know why. I do got that feeling. I just think Philly just going to let it. I don't think they come into this game with pressure. I think more pressure is on Boston. And I think Philly is going to really, I think I'm with Drew.
Yeah,
I'm with Drew.
Yeah, because, Boston has that pressure to get back to the finals.
But see, they can get hot early, and then they just get lackluster throughout the rest of the the quarters or whatnot. But it's still one of those things like I can't go against Jason Tatum and I can't go against Brown.
Facts.
But then you look at fucking the back against the wall against the Sixers. You got James Harden, Maxey, and you got
Them close
Embiid.
games, Philly be outside game 6. Them close games, Philly be
They be outplaying themselves.
They be outplaying
yeah.
them. Yeah.
So it's something's just telling me Sixers got this shit tonight. It's just my gut. I don't know.
I'm 7 at home. I just can't go against Boston at home. It's 7. It's game 7. I think Tatum knows what to do. Brown knows what to do. I think they'll go and they'll handle business, man. I think the unsung hero of this shit probably be like a Marcus Smart.
And I can
big
see all of
defensive
that.
plays.
I can see that.
I can see all of that, but it's just something that you just can't count them niggas out, man.
Yeah, you
The
can't
game,
because you can't count the MVP out.
you can't. Man, I mean, you just can't, and I'm not going to. So we're gonna see. There's gonna be some good basketball happening.
Yeah, facts. So, John Morant just got suspended indefinitely by the Grizzlies for, flashing a gun on an IG video
Again,
So, at this point, I don't really want to do a deep dive, deep soliloquy. It's the same thing I said a few pods ago with John Morant. I want to see you in the news for being a great basketball player that you are, my nigga. And like I said, you can't get out your own way. We said this at the beginning of the pod. You can have all these great things lined up for you. Ultimately, you dictate your actions, and I'm not getting to no deep dive about, this was a gun, and, he influenced. Bruh, he's a grown-ass man.
Mm-hmm.
He's making these decisions. You are not a regular human being out here. You are a franchise player for an NBA organization. You have to live a certain type of way in the public eye. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's what comes with it. He has to be more responsible. So that's all I had to say about it.
With Ja, it's like, I mean, is it illegal for him to have a gun? No, but from everything that's going on, it would probably be your best bet not to be showing a gun. But shit, I mean, hey man, if you want to go out and do these things, hey, go ahead, bro. I mean,
Take what come with it.
yeah, you're probably gonna lose money. You're probably gonna lose endorsements. But if you're willing to deal with that, then go ahead and do your thing. Because at the end of the day, like you know what's at stake. I'm pretty sure you know what's on the line right now. And if you want to continue to keep flashing the strap, knowing that that this you have this certain image to uphold and certain things, and this is affecting your bottom dollar, then hey,
He
what
didn't
it
learn
is.
nothing from that time.
he
off.
doesn't care.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
what I'm
care.
saying. I don't think
He
Bert
doesn't
really give
care.
a fuck.
That's just what it is now. And people need to don't make
Yeah.
no more excuses. All that shit he said to Jalen Rose was bullshit.
I don't think
He
Bert,
just don't care.
I don't think Bert
That's
care.
it.
He just out here. He gonna do what he want to do. He gonna rock how he want to rock. Even his friend was trying to protect him. His friend even tried to pull
Too
it.
late.
But it's like, dog. My whole thing is this:
He did that to himself.
you pulled
dummy.
the gun out. You pulled the fucking gun out, my nigga. You
Your homeboy wasn't trying to get you jammed
jammed
up.
up, nigga. You pulled that shit out. It wasn't like you
stupid.
already had it out. and
Exactly.
he pulled it, nigga.
'Cause
The
as
camera
soon-
was clearly on you, dog.
As soon as,
Like,
as soon as he seen the shit, his friend went and put the shit
sit down,
down.
like, nigga, you fucking tripping.
It's no
dog.
different from anybody else vibe out in the car with their homeboy, and he know what his homeboy is.
Yeah.
He know John Morant is an NBA suit. He's like, oh shit, like
What the fuck?
nigga, you tripping?
Like, nigga, why would you pull? If you
and
see
it's
me,
IG live. It's already caught.
nigga, that's what I'm saying. Nigga,
Somebody already done been screen recording this shit.
get done. Like, bro,
It wasn't like his homeboy was trying to get him jammed up. Nigga, you pulled the shit out.
Nigga, I'm saying, nigga, you pulled the gun out, nigga. It wasn't like you already had the gun out and he pulled the camera. Like,
Exactly. It's a difference.
It's like, man.
So I can't even
Yeah,
blame
I
his
was like,
homeboy for that
you
one.
can't.
No.
Bro don't care, and that's why I'm just looking. Like, if you want to go and you want to fuck, you want to fuck up your Nike contract, then my brother, go ahead.
He didn't learn nothing from that time off, is all I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit with Jalen Rose was bullshit. That's all I got to say about John Morant.
That's what it is.
He's a goofy.
Very much so. And I mean, it's
If you
tell.
don't, hey man, if you
It's
don't care,
telltale.
oh well, if you want,
If you don't care, why should I?
Yeah. And I mean, easily, like the homie, instead of making this shit so obvious, he should have just probably clicked this one button and it would have ended your life. Turn your fucking phone off. You know what I mean? Like, granted, somebody's screen recording the shit anyways, but you putting the phone down and making it so obvious, but it's still not on him.
but I think
Job
that's
it's
kind
not
of
on him.
you pulled the blicky out. You wanted to wave the blicky around like you out to. All right, bet. Now when your ass out the league because you continue to do the same shit, now you're gonna be looking stupid.
I mean, but John Morant, if we want to go, I guess if we want to look at it from a perspective as he got how much he made? How much he's made right now?
Too much.
A lot.
If he would retire right now, he would be good for the rest of his life.
Yeah, very facts. And if he wants to do that, cool. They need to sign.
If you
they
want
need to sign Dylan Brooks back and go ahead and rock that shit out. You know what I mean?
And I see people keep talking about, it's not illegal for Ja to have a gun. No, the NBA law states that, they can't have guns on, their property or when traveling with a team. So he's not traveling with a team or anything, but they do have a code of conduct. Yeah. So if they feel like his conduct is detrimental to the team, you could get suspended for that.
Come on now.
There's rules and regulations.
There's rules and regulations. So they see you flashing guns on IG Live off the heels of you getting suspended for, having that shit around the team, then, dog.
It is what it is, bro.
You're like with Draymond. You have priors.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing his shoes in Marshalls next month, and because when Nike them boys drop this nigga because you ain't learning it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna cop them shit.
I feel sorry for him.
I'm hooping them shit. I'm hooping them shit.
So, and like I said, bro, he don't care. I'm not even blaming nobody around Ja Morant.
He don't care.
He don't care.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. This not about
his
T
dad
Morant
or none of that.
His
nigga.
friends. This right here is continuous. So this is just telling me that you don't give a fuck.
This is, and if that is the case, get the fuck off. As an owner of a team, I have no choice but to really come down on you. And honestly, I mean, it's a representation. It's a representation of everything, man.
Why the fuck did he do that shit?
And you know what somebody would tell you if they was playing devil's advocate? You wasn't 20 years old with $39 million a season.
Bro, I can understand that to an extent, but dog, you have to realize what type of era we are in.
Oh no, Marcus,
bruh.
you know what I would have said? Well, what about LeBron James? What about him?
But he had a
you see what I'm saying? Like they always want to say what you would have did. We've seen plenty of athletes have multi-millions at the same age and not do the shit that Ja Morant do, but y'all don't speak to that.
No, I'm not good because I will say this, being young and I can understand that to an extent, but dog, when you doing it back to back to back, that's different from when you spread out. See, Iverson's shit was spread out. Iverson got in trouble his first time, he got caught with weed and a gun, and then he ain't get in trouble until later on in his career.
Like 0203.
0203 type shit, bruh. This nigga is going back to back to back to back. This nigga is trying to go for the triple double, bruh.
So what does that tell you ultimately?
He don't care.
Exactly.
I don't think
so that's why I'm not gonna get hype about it. I'm not gonna give it no energy. I'm just gonna sit back, pop me some popcorn, and watch this shit unfold.
I'm gonna watch it unfold.
Because ultimately we spent time on this the first time this shit happened. You sat down with Jalen Rose. It meant absolutely nothing. And here we go again. Not even
less than 6 months.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 2 years, 2 months later, here we are in the same situation. We on Instagram Live on the off season of you waving a pistol around, bruv. Like, okay, so you're not focused on basketball. You're not locked in and making sure that
No, fuck the basketball aspect, Drew. This is just period off of what you just experienced.
Yeah, you ain't learn shit. You ain't learn shit. And that's okay, though. That's okay because as a young man, he will learn these life lessons of you want to fuck around, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
It's that simple. That's simple. Your daddy can't save you. Your auntie can't save you. Team Ja Morant, them boys can't save you. You're doing this shit to your fucking self. So if that's how you going to move, whatever cookie crumbles behind this shit, brother, that's on you. Amen. Don't sit there and be there on live like Young Jock crying and all that other shit, bro. No, we ain't
I don't want
to
see another sit-down interview neither.
Nah, it's not. Do what y'all need to do, NBA. Honestly, at this fucking point, do what y'all need. This nigga making too much money. People are buying your jerseys daily. People are, investing and wanting to see you next season. Think about niggas trying to get season tickets, getting their shit off now, trying to hustle so they can come see you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
fucking up the whole. Yeah, you're fucking up the ecosystem.
Yeah, you're not being considerate to nobody because you're worried about yourself.
Yeah.
You're worried about your image of being cool or looking hard and shit like that, brother. You're playing basketball for a living.
You think because bro, that shit it's a trickle down effect, bro. It's definitely a trickle down effect. Like you said, the niggas hustling tickets, the nigga, people buying these season tickets, the lady who working at the stand trying to sell her shit.
And it's also that it puts into a lot a question into the guy's character because you're so willing to always wave a pistol around. So now I'm looking at it like, okay, you're a father. And your daughter be around you. Is your daughter in the back seat? Do she be around this shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, it opens a lot of doors of, like, what type of person you are because you ain't learning shit. Two months later, we back on the same shit, talking about the same conversation. That's madness.
I mean, bro,
That's a nigga who honestly needs to sit the fuck down, and society will sit him the fuck down.
hey man, if you want to be a rich thug, if you want to be a rich goon, you know, be my guest. We'll just see, you know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah, we know where them roads in though.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll
we
see
definitely
how
know
long
where that
lasts.
shit takes you, bro.
And you definitely not of like a 50 Cent elk or like a Jay Prince elk where you could be a rich goon and be political. Like, nigga, you just young and thugging. You a crash out waiting to happen.
Crash out waiting to happen.
You just
Yeah.
a crash out waiting to happen.
It's only so much, and like I said earlier, like R.I.P. to Pac, but he crashed out.
Yeah, man.
Crashed out hard, bruh.
Tupac crashed out. Like, yeah, you know, his death was sad, but he brought that night was on him and him only.
Yeah.
It is what it is, my nigga, and it's only so many times. God can have the road set up for you that's beautiful. It's on you to continue down the road or you deviate off that shit.
Man, it's like what shit you hear about Mikey Williams?
Yeah, same shit.
Same shit. It's like, bro. And matter of fact, speaking of all this other shit, I was watching It Is What It Is with Cameron and Mace, and I saw they had Lenny Cook on there.
Yeah, I remember Lenny.
And Lenny Cook was telling his story. This man was basically saying, like, bro, he was like on G5 private jets and shit when he was like 16, 17. Like, he was hanging out with like Cameron and Fabulous. He was hanging out with rappers and shit all before he made it. And that shit's so crazy because it's kind of reflecting of these times now where you got kids who have seamlessly feel like they've made it without making it, or you got kids that have the illusion of certain things that are going on that like some John Morant shit. Like, nigga, like, I understand you young, you turn and all that shit, but
It's a heavy responsibility,
but
man.
why do you? But you don't need the pistol on you, and then pull the. You can have the pistol on you, dog. But what's the infatuation of pulling the shit?
The reason
out?
why they suspended him is because they trying to protect him
Yeah.
from himself.
Mhm.
It's like, bro, like you not now. Let's say the Grizzlies have been like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, we're invested in you because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
no offense, nigga, you make us money. You are an NBA investment. You are an employee.
We got to
of us,
protect
nigga.
ourselves and you.
We
at
got to
the same
protect
time.
our interests. But it was just crazy because Lenny Cook was just talking about basically how how we used to say, how we used to talk about, like, if people in the older generation had Instagram and shit like that, how they would be. And he was like, man, I would be more worse than I was back then. And it just kind of show you, like, bro, this mentality really don't change. It just being different avenues and shit like that. Cause bro was like, he was getting paid to play games in high school. Like, he was living like a fucking NBA player, but the NBA niggas, the team didn't want to invest in him because they didn't see him even staying long enough.
Chandler Parsons said Grizzlies should suspend him all next season.
I don't think he should be suspended all next season, but he needs
That's
to.
a life lesson. He deserves it. If that's what they want to do, I'm in agreement.
I mean, at the end of the day, you put yourself in this boat, so you gotta come whatever come with it.
We have.
I
Such
was
a,
so half the season. I definitely suspend him for at least if it's
We
82,
have
40 games.
We have such a young audience that's always watching basketball. Think about how young our audience.
Yeah,
are
and
people.
a lot of kids nowadays are influenced by John Morant.
So that's what I'm saying. We see these niggas doing this gritty, non-fucking stop up and down the street in the grocery stores, all this shit.
yeah.
To say that this nigga doesn't have an influence, that they're not watching, he goes live, them niggas on that shit. Everybody got a cell phone. Everybody got a tablet. They got to do something about this shit, dog. They got to, because LeBron never has handled himself like this. You know what I'm saying?
But LeBron is his attitude
Kid
the
from
way he is.
Akron.
But also
Zach Randolph never moved like this.
Never.
Nah,
Zach
Right.
Randolph
But
never
you
did
gotta
this.
think though, at those times, them niggas had older niggas. Got LeBron.
But
Everybody in
still,
LeBron's
though,
circle
but
is way
still,
older than
listen,
him.
that's why it boils back to the niggas who really like that are not even going to display that on this level. They know it's at stake. Zach Randolph knew it was he never moved like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this to me is just it's a prop. It's a fake image. It's animated.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
hey, he's going to cost himself. So.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Whatever they come down on, I'm in agreement with, and they need to come down on something because it's enough of the goofy shit, bro. It's enough, dog.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you,
We seeing too much people die by the gun.
But and then another thing is, bro, you're gonna cost the league money because now we gotta suspend you. Now Grizzly ticket sales might go down. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you costing people money, you costing the league money, you costing yourself money.
But he don't care.
Nah, bro. Bro probably might figure, hey, you know, I already made my money.
He don't care.
Fuck basketball. Nigga might really feel like that, and I'd be insane. But
I mean, it is what it is, man. It is. So that's all I really got about that, man. Y'all got anything else, man, before we get up out of here?
nah, man. Just, you know, Lakers, we play Tuesday. Everybody tune in. You know what I'm saying? We are on our official road to the we've been on our road to the finals, but right now this is probably gonna be the toughest game we play. Game 1 Tuesday. I'm locked in for this shit, and you know, hopefully we get on through.
Lakers
man.
at 6, huh?
Lakers in 6. I'm calling it, man. Lakers in 6. I'm calling it. Jokic is great. Jamal Murray's great, but I got us in 6, bro. I think we can pull this shit off in 6, and then once we get to the finals, you know, I think, and I also think if LeBron get a ring, might be his second most impressive ring he's gotten. The first, of course, is going to be the Cleveland ring, but this right here, it's going to be the most second impressive ring he gets.
Why you say that?
Because you go down from you 2
I think the
10.
bubble is his second most impressive.
I think this trumps the bubble. I think this trumps the bubble for the simple fact that we was down to we started off 2-10. We basically was playing behind the 8 ball the whole season until the fucking deadline. Then once we get the deadline trades, LeBron is out. So through that stretch, I think it's 13 games.
It was a lot of perseverance. Basically.
Yeah, we was 8-5. We still was able to hold us above 500 record with him not being here, and then he gets here, and then we will our way to the 7th, then we will our way to 7th place. Then we beat the young. We beat we beat the young niggas, which was the Grizzlies. We beat the defending champs, which is the Warriors. Now we gonna go and beat the best team in the NBA in the Nuggets, and then we fuck around and win the ring. We might fuck around and beat a scrappy Heat team, or we might fuck around and beat a fucking we might fuck around and beat a Boston Celtics team, or we might fuck around and beat the MVP. So
yeah, I think the finals is definitely going to be a good finals this year too.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I think the teams, it's not.
But teams that's left, I think it's going to be.
It's balanced.
It's going to be good balance.
Nobody.
Not saying last year was bad, but I was kind of not.
I wasn't. Really,
I respect the Warriors.
Yeah, I was. But to be honest with you,
I'm kind of over that run.
Yeah, you feel you.
Last year finals was kind of cool. It was cool.
It was honestly.
Like
bro,
imagine if you get a Lakers in Miami. That's Miami and LA.
That's
So then if you get Lakers in Philly, that's major.
And then you get Boston and Lakers. Super major. But even if you go Denver's not gonna have the rating wise, but it's still gonna be great basketball.
Because they a first time NBA final team.
Mm-hmm. They'll be the first.
Yeah. What if you get MVP versus former MVP?
Damn, Joel. Hey, that would be the shit, bro. That's a race war going on the time.
I'd rather see AD versus Embiid though.
Yeah, AD versus Embiid, that's gonna be a battle. That's gonna be a battle. If AD versus Embiid, that's gonna be a battle. But I want to see that. But if we don't make it, I want to see the Embiid Joker matchup. I think that'll put a lot of shit to rest. Who's the best? That'll put a lot of shit to rest.
Oh, you're right. That probably would put a lot of shit to rest.
Put a lot of shit to rest.
A Joker versus Embiid final, that's definitely intriguing.
Yeah,
it would definitely put who you think comes out on top on that though. I mean, somebody got to win, but just the matchup.
If I'm going matchup,
because I always said I feel like Joker is better.
If I'm going matchup head to head, I'm gonna give that shit to Embiid, man.
I feel you.
I'm gonna give it to Embiid.
I don't think it's no wrong answer though.
I'm gonna give it to Embiid.
I feel you.
I fuck with Joker, but I'm gonna get that shit to Embiid because I think Joker, as far as getting the triple doubles, he's gonna do that. But as far as like that, Joker had a 50-point game already, but as far as consistent 35, 37, 15 in a nigga face, all in his shit, pull up.
I think Embiid gonna take that matchup personal.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's
gonna take that matchup personal.
Joker gonna feel all 37, bro. He's gonna feel all 40 points.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. But yeah, man. So shout out to everybody as usual doing their thing. Shout out to all the supporters. Continue, subscribe, like, share, tell people about our shit. And just remain consistent, man. We almost coming up on 6 years in a year. We at the halfway mark.
Word.
We almost at the halfway mark of the year
already.
And once September get here,
It's next year.
That's it.
We're in the next
2024, where you at?
2024.
Yeah, man. Drew, you want to say something?
Nah, man, just big up the city. Per
Yeah,
usual,
man.
Y'all stay safe. Stop
Yeah,
doing dumb shit. You know, just be smart, man.
Facts. And
Be
again,
smart. And also, I want to, before we get up out of here,
Mhm.
man. Yeah, stop with the fake narratives of these celebrities and shit like Jamie Foxx shit. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
Like,
his daughter actually came out and said he's been
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
for 2 weeks now playing pickleball. So definitely,
Yeah.
I'm glad those prayers went up. I'm
Yeah.
glad Jamie Foxx is doing better. But these blogs, man, they gotta go.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill out, man.
I
Y'all,
gotta chill
y'all
out.
showing
That's
a
nothing
lot
to play
of
with. Yeah.
inhumane shit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
she actually said they got a big announcement coming up in a few
Word.
weeks.
Hopefully,
Actually,
hopefully,
so yeah.
hopefully it's a big, big bounce
Yeah,
back.
and
for
I hope
Jamie.
Jamie wasn't affected too badly by that. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's home. But I'm glad she put that to rest. Yeah.
For real.
Good
Like,
shit, Drew.
Yeah, man, that's just some fucked up
Speaking
shit.
of bounce back, man, see Jonathan Majors back with making. Jonathan Majors was making good. I don't know if this is a PR
Alleged.
move.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know if this
Allegedly.
is a PR move. You know, if this is a,
I don't know. Allegedly. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
it's kind of
Yeah.
funny, man. But hey,
Best
it
of
is.
wishes.
yeah.
Best of wishes with that. So, like we see every week on this show, man, if you hear anything in the show that gets you in your feelings, you feeling some type of way, always remember, we're just some messages.
We out.
For sure.